Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio. WKGN 1340, go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive, Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith, punching the time clock. It's 3 p.m. on this Cinco de Mayo edition of The Drive. Cinco de Mayo. Is Cinco de Mayo on the list of things you hate?
No, I love Cinco de Mayo. What's not to like about it? Mexican food on a random Tuesday afternoon. After you get off work, maybe some margs.
Cinco de Mayo's on the list of awesome things Bear hates.
No, it's not. It shouldn't.
It's been for a while. Why did it go on there?
I have no clue. I don't know why half the crap's on that thing, man.
Because you hate it.
Well, yeah, but there's objectively at least 5 or 6 things that are not awesome, but here we are.
I wish I could remember all of these conversations. Like Hulk Hogan. I don't remember
He's not a very good guy.
I don't know where
he was.
That up.
God rest his soul. They had a trial where the real Hulk Hogan kind of got exposed, man.
Strawberries, pineapple, and watermelon. Like you don't like
it's just
fresh fruit.
I just don't care for him. There's tons. We can go through this with everybody sitting in this room. There's just certain things that people. Whoever you are, not everybody likes everything.
I've been eating a lot of watermelon lately. I enjoy it.
Well, I mean, that's good for you. I eat the hell out of apples and oranges.
Those are good too. Trying to get that fiber
Berries,
in my body.
But I just never much cared for the taste of strawberries or watermelon.
All are very good.
Ever put any? Have we talked about this? You ever put any tahini on your watermelon?
I don't know what tahini is.
It's a spice. It's fantastic.
I've never done that, no.
Bob's obviously eating fresh fruit when he lived in California. That's a California thing. I think it's where that started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
tahini, so it's just like
it's like
a little powder or something you put on?
Yeah. It's kind of, you can also put it, it's good if you put it on a beer glass.
Yeah, you rim it.
Yeah, on the rim of a beer glass. It's, I just put it, I don't use that term. I don't rim it.
Sounds wonderful.
I put it on.
You don't rim it? No.
I mean,
that sounds.
No, I put
it's a glass rimmer. It's what it's called. You get a margarita and it's got the rim of salt around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that.
They dunk the edge of the glass in lime juice and they roll it around the salt.
Well, might have to. I don't know. It feels like a night that'd be hard to get in somewhere or even get good takeout Mexican wise just because so many people.
I know.
Cinco de Mayo on a Taco Tuesday.
Ooh, yeah.
So a lot of stuff
doubling up.
There.
Yep.
But yeah, it's also another sign that summer's here.
Well,
we're getting into the middle of May.
Had a good day so far, although I must say I did start the day off with a tremendous and quite possibly, I don't say illegal, but just a awful social faux pas.
Oh,
Like
no.
literally the first thing I did.
Oh, God.
Is it worse than the spitting the food in the girl's plate?
I mean, I don't know is the thing. So the house next door to me is for sale now. Just went on the market, right?
Right.
If you want to live next to your boy, holler at me. I'll set you up.
Huh.
And, you know, we've discussed many times on the show, not to get too graphic here, but part of the joy of home ownership
Oh, no.
is being able to step into your backyard
Oh, Russ.
and urinate
There's nothing better to do as a
freely,
guy.
like a man, marking your territory. And, you know, again, not to get too far into
in daylight, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nobody goes outside during the middle of the day in suburban
why not?
America.
Why not?
I don't
Why not?
know. I'll tell you why not. Tell us what happened next.
Yeah.
Well, it's early it's the first P of the morning. It's 8 a.m., man. Maybe 8:15. I walk outside in my robe, as I'm wont to do. Big robe
This
guy.
makes it even kind of creepier.
robe.
You don't have a robe, Bob?
No,
Oh, you're missing out.
no, I'm not.
T-shirt and
I'm
shorts.
not
First
missing a
thing in the
thing,
morning.
man.
First thing in the morning. Big comfy robe. Oh my God, it's the best.
So you just open that thing up.
I walk outside into my backyard and start doing my business. When all of a sudden I get a sense that there is something moving off, 50, 100 feet, I don't know, to my left.
You're still bleary. I just woke up.
Yeah, just woke up, man. Enjoy. Nature has called and I am answering. And I look over and sure enough, there's not one, but two people, including one elderly woman.
Oh,
Not elderly, but older than me, in the yard. And I quickly just,
Did they know what you were doing?
I don't know, because like as soon as I realized that they were out there, I shut it down and sheepishly kind of
That's
tried
not always
to.
easy to do. A,
And
and B,
I'm not
healthy.
looking. I'm not like, I didn't just like turn and look. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the neighborhood. Good to see you. Russell Smith.
Were these people looking at the house?
I don't know.
And what time was it? That's my other
it was
question.
like 8:50. It was very early. That's
Okay.
what.
8:50.
Yeah, 8:15. Like
Dawn's when that kind of behavior should stop.
Yeah.
Unless you
What
just
do you-
live
what do
out
you-
in the boonies and
What are
nobody's
you,
around.
Tony Soprano
It's a
here or
setting.
what? I mean,
Depends on the setting.
It's my domain. It's my house. It's my backyard. I've got a fence. I mean, you guys
also
have been in
sit
my
up on a
backyard.
little bit of a rise, and you're like the
yeah.
highest. Anybody looking up is going to see you.
Yes. Well, and I happen to know that house has been vacant for a couple of months, so I've been lulled into a false sense of security.
You've been enjoying having the extra buffer.
I
between
haven't
you and
even
other
thought
people.
about it. I'll go out there. I'll go out there tonight. Well, I'll be wary tonight, but man, beer on the porch after work, 6:30 or so, nature calls, step up to the mic, boom, whip it out, do my thing, water my garden, if you know what I mean. But
This is nowhere near the same level as the restaurant.
spitting in the food.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Having a lot of issues.
Well,
skiing outside this year.
I am. Oh well, yeah, yeah. Maybe
You notice this about Russ?
yeah.
He's occasionally socially awkward.
maybe. I don't consider this social awkwardness. This
about-
is not a social situation.
If you had it would have been social if you'd locked eyes with one of them, and it
I
would have
did-
been awkward.
And just like
locking
not
eyes.
not stopped what I'm doing. Just an intense gaze.
Just serial killer, dead eye,
Just-
dead eye him.
Yeah.
No one's locking eyes while that's happening.
Oh man. You ever see?
I'm impressed that you were able to stop.
Well, I mean,
That's not an easy thing to do.
it's not. I'll leave it at that. It's not. How you doing, Baskerville?
Just disturbed, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just
You don't go outside at your house? You worry Barnes will see you?
It's true.
No, first of all, that's not even.
I'm
it.
familiar with Bob's
he's been-
neighborhood.
Barnes has been grown up
nobody
in
doing
locker
that.
rooms. You ain't got nothing he ain't seen before.
It's just
He'd probably join you.
There's
there's
call
been-
SWAT over there in his neck of the woods.
there has been a very, very, and I emphasize very few amount of occasions that I would do anything like that, and it is never, ever in daylight. Never.
Oh,
8:15 in the morning
Ah.
in a suburban.
Yeah.
So you have to be in a certain state of mind, shall we say?
Smashed.
Not even that. I mean, it's just that's just.
You think that's low rent?
I'm beginning to think you're an exhibitionist.
I don't know.
Redneck.
Well, the robe adds to it. To be honest with you,
That adds a weird kind of creepiness to it. doesn't it?
Exactly.
Why?
I don't. I don't
Would
know.
it would be less creepy if I were just like
In his
in
underwear.
clothes?
I don't know. I mean, no, because he has proudly shown people on camera before that he wears briefs.
Listen, let's not make it out like I'm some kind of freak weirdo, okay?
Everyone pees outside.
Do we have to put the pole in the field?
I have in the last 24 hours. It was at night.
I would venture to guess that, like, unless you live in an apartment complex or something, and it's a little different. But if you're a male homeowner over the age of 20, I think us fellers pee outside almost every day.
You got to check the weather.
70, 80%.
I think we should put the pole in the field.
We'll do it. We'll do it, Walker Smith. We got to get to the bottom of the important questions that matter. Speaking of poles in the field.
Yeah, that hits different too right now.
Segueing to the Danny White approval ranking. Do you approve? 52 minutes left if you want to cast your vote. Over 300 votes cast at Russell _Smith. On Twitter, 52.4% approve, 13.6% strongly approve. So Danny White trending towards, what do you call it?
2 out of 3.
56%?
No, 66.
Or 66%.
Yeah, 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
He's still down 32 percentage points, and that's a substantial drop in this business, buddy.
It's better than I thought he was. I thought it would be around 50-50, but that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. 25.9% disapprove, 8.1% strongly disapprove. So the haters out there are few and far between. I think, you can disapprove. And, I didn't even know, we should have done this around the room real quickly, like where I would vote. I would probably vote approve.
Yeah,
I can't strongly approve. I mean, probably closer to disapprove than strongly approve, but I'll still put myself in the approve category.
No, I'd approve. I would approve. I mean, all you have to do is think back to the predecessors. Just remember where we were.
Yeah, that's why I'm approved. Honest to God, as crazy as we get sometimes on here, leaning towards strongly approve. Just because of the overall health of the athletic department and our stature and everything is, our reputation has been restored and polished again.
I would say that's a good point. I would say that I strongly, it's like if you bifurcated this a little bit, I would say that I strongly approve what he's done to kind of bring back the image of Vol athletics.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that I approve, and that one is, I'm a little more, it's a little more trying, and that's about his relationship with the customer. Basically, I think that's the one that's under attack right now.
Well, yeah, because he does do a little bit of that "you'll like what I give you" kind of vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, the baseball team, I don't hold against him at all. Our once in a lifetime baseball coach got an offer to manage the San Francisco Giants. Nobody's turning that job down. No one.
Walker, do you approve? Disapprove?
Yeah, I lean approve towards strongly approve because, we can, complain about all the off the field stuff, about like the entertainment district, switching from Nike to Adidas. All that stuff is window dressing when everyone's going to approve almost a majority of the time if we win ball games in any sport, specifically football and basketball. If we could switch to like a different apparel company every year, but as long as we still win 20 plus games in basketball and are in playoff pursuit in football, everyone's going to keep improving.
Let that be a lesson to the people out there who I hear from all the time. You guys hate Danny White. You're anti-UT.
No,
you rip our athletics director. When put on record here, we all approve of the job that he has done and is doing at the University of Tennessee. Doesn't mean we like every single I've given up trying to, and I never really tried to argue with people online for the most part, but it's impossible. The discourse around the entertainment district, it's impossible to let anybody know your nuanced position because everybody thinks, well, you just hate the entertainment district. No, we've been over this. Like, yeah, it's really just an aesthetics thing and the hotel and everything. But looks like it's going to happen.
And I mean, Elander that was a fan's hire.
Oh yeah,
we brought to bear a lot of pressure on.
No, I mean you can't. You cannot. If you're upset about that, you can't put anything on Danny White.
And I really feel like I know he brought Heupel here, but people have short memories. Nobody wanted this job. Nobody wanted to follow Pruitt. No, we didn't even know. We thought we were getting ready to get detonated. So I don't know.
I mean, you think back to then about how he navigated us out of that whole disaster with Pruitt. Like, there's still some good grace right there because we could be in a lot worse of a situation with the NCAA than we are now.
I mean, it's part of the, him and Dondi and Randy Boyd. But I don't know. If I were him, I would break my own rule. I'd be talking to Rick Barnes because he's the one that's keeping he's shielding you.
I think it,
I think he talks to Heupel and Barnes.
This is part of why I don't strongly approve. I'm just going to approve and strongly approve because Danny plays a little fast and loose with the truth when you stick a microphone in front of his face. There are some lies of omission and there are some outright falsehoods. The I don't talk to my coaches thing was just a silly thing. Like, you didn't have to say that. That was
unforced.
Yeah, it's silly. You shouldn't say it. It's not true. Even if it was true, it shouldn't be. You're the athletics director. You should talk to all your coaches, like all umpteen of them, however many there are. You should be on a first name basis and talk to them all. So, but that's hardly a fireable offense. So yeah, I think Danny White and Rick Barnes are. I don't know if they're best buddies. I don't know if they're vacationing together or anything like that. That's Bob's role with Barnes, but I think they probably are in regular communication, shall we say. We're in regular communication with the great and powerful Ryan Shumpert. He joins us every Tuesday afternoon here on Fan Run Radio to discuss the issues of the day. What are we going to do with this baseball team? I don't know. I don't think Josh Elander knows. I'll be interested to see their lineup today. The Blue Hose are in town.
So how many more conference games do we need to win to make the postseason?
You're just going to gloss right over the Blue Hose? Okay.
Yeah, they used to be the Fighting Christians or something like
really?
that. I think so.
Blue Hose are so much better.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
Presbyterian.
Although it might have been Elon now that I'm thinking about it. Elon might have been
What's
Fighting
a hose?
Christians.
Her hose.
It's a sock.
Really, you're just going to leave that, let that opportunity go right by, not even take a swing at it, just looking at the third strike right down the middle, huh, Baskerville?
I thought hose was like women's, like
coming up
stockings, right?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, you just stop. You're digging deeper, man.
The Drive, Fan Run Radio, Cinco de Mayo edition. Fix yourself a margarita. Pull up a chair. Let's hang out as we continue next with Ryan Shumpert of Rocky Top Insider here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Tired of spending your weekends working in the yard? Let ECR Total Landscapes handle it for you. We'll take care of de-weeding your flower beds, leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more. Let us do the heavy lifting so your landscape looks great. Right now, get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you mention promo code FANRUN. Reliable service, great results, and more free time for you. Call us today at 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Ever been the coach who realized the team's gear just wasn't up to par? Well, if I'm being honest, that was me. Just a downright irresponsible and plain bad coach. Then, SM Athletics changed the game. I want you to picture this. I walk into their store, a coach with a vision. SM Athletics didn't just see a coach. They saw a team's potential, and they delivered custom uniforms so striking. Our team's spirit soared. From cutting-edge apparel to top-notch equipment, SM Athletics transformed our presence. No more unreliable online orders or envying the other team's style. SM Athletics stands for quality, design, and on-time delivery every time. Coaches, elevate your team with SM Athletics. Call 865-966-3434 or visit smathletics.com. Get the best for your team, delivered right and on time. So, elevate your team's game by contacting SM Athletics today.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
At the same time, that would be weird.
No,
Good.
we did both. Just a couple good-looking Smiths in the studio today.
Yep. Boys looking high and tight this afternoon. Baskerville got his haircut yesterday. Bear?
Nah, I'm going tomorrow.
What do you go to the barbershop for? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, like, you do that. I thought you took care of yourself at home.
No. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I go to the barbershop. I can't straight razor my head.
No?
Hell no.
I think
be in the emergency room getting stitches all over my scalp.
I think Conzo Martin used to do straight razor his own head.
I don't think he straight razored it.
Well, what do you disposable?
Like,
not
like
the old timey barbers. Like
no, that's a straight razor.
That is,
yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
I'd be willing to bet they used one on you at the barbershop. They don't ever shave your neck.
Oh yeah,
that's a straight razor.
I've been going to
help me out here with this guy.
I've been going to a new place lately. They don't do that. I really miss that.
Did you ever see the movie Mississippi Burning?
Yeah. Oh, love that.
When Hackman
did you smile that same smile?
He took over shaving the guy. He was like, hey, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm really that good at this. You know,
it's been a while.
He's got that straight edge right up on his face. Oh God.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Got to be a member of what? Let's bring in Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com. Shumpert, have you ever seen the civil rights era classic Mississippi Burning starring the late, great Gene Hackman and Willem Dafoe?
I have not, no.
Oh, you got to see it. It's the best.
I think I'm batting over on like classics y'all have named on here. Have you seen?
The pop culture references just go right over your head. I mean, we're coaching young Walker Smith up. Maybe we'll put you together in a club.
Before we get to checked off a big one this weekend on your recommendation last week. The Big Lebowski for the first time. I did not know.
Welcome to the club, my friend.
Did not know that this isn't Nom. There are rules was from that movie. Every time you guys have been saying
there are a couple of regular quotes on the show that are from that one. You seen that one, Shump?
Nope. So Walker's got the leg up on me today, at least.
I mean, where do you find these guys, Baskerville?
Well, they dive into their work, man. That's what we love.
They're workaholics.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's all about sports, all about ball.
Hey, Ryan, is RTI going to have a condo in the new Hotel Daniel where we get together before games to discuss the important issues of the day?
That's a good question. One I hadn't thought about yet, but I think we gotta turn to Bob and make that happen. I mean, that seems like that would be pretty financially responsible to me. I think we'd get a lot of ROI on that.
Yeah, it's noted.
Table that for discussion.
Take it under advisement
later. All right, Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, our guest here this afternoon. Shump, the big news this week, of course, Juke Harris signing with Tennessee. Rick Barnes, the picture has come into focus. One of his more talented rosters that he's ever going to have at his disposal next year. We'll take a little bit different tack to start this conversation because I think we all know what the possibilities are, what the goals are, and all that stuff. Are there any concerns or weaknesses as you look at the roster for next year as it's currently constructed?
Yeah, sure. I think, inside feels like a weakness. Maybe it's just a concern. I think it's possible that we'd look up in a year and Tennessee achieves everything they wanted to achieve, and you say, all right, that was a concern, not a weakness. But look, you're going into next season with Dwayne Brown, really needing him to take a big step in a sophomore season, which I think is perfectly plausible. I think it could happen, but it's certainly not a no-brainer. And then you look at a guy in Miles Rubin, you're saying, all right, you need this guy to go from the A-10 to the SEC and, largely be just as effective as he was in the A-10. Again, A-10 is a good league. It's not like he was playing in SoCon or something. There's no reason to believe that he can. But I just don't see either of those things as sure things. And then, behind those guys, it's less certain, who can provide. Obviously, the Braden Lue kid, I think, was a good get from Kennesaw State, but not naturally a center body. We'll see if Tennessee can get things to the finish line with the Favor Ibe kid that was on campus this weekend. But again, kind of a raw prospect, even if they do. So I think there's certainly concerns or questions on what the front court's going to look like. Not necessarily there are going to be weaknesses. And then I think there's concern would probably feel dramatic, but there's just how does this all fit together? It's a lot of ball dominant offensive players that are really talented. How does all that work? How does not all of them will have lesser offensive roles than they had at their previous stops, but most of them will. So how can they gel in maybe smaller or lower usage? Because certainly there's a ton of talent, and it's going to be about making it all work and figuring out how those guys play together.
Hey Ryan. So, quick question. So, because I have absolutely struggled with the pronunciation of the last name. So it's Favor Ibe.
I don't actually know. That's what I've been saying, but nobody has told me that with certainty.
Well, I've been saying eBay, and
I feel like
eBay probably makes more sense.
I don't know. I keep thinking of eBay.
I feel like there's a great NIL opportunity there with eBay.
Exactly. Hey, one thing we were doing yesterday, and of course this is very provisional, but if you were just looking at, again, minus maybe one remaining big, the roster's pretty well assembled. If you're looking at kind of presumed fit for these types of players and everything, and we can't fully predict what Coach Barnes is going to end up choosing as far as a lineup, but what would you think would be a kind of attractive sounding starting five for this team right now?
Yeah, I would probably, if I was penciling it in today, I would probably have Terrence Hill, Juke Harris, Tyler Lundblade, Jalen Harrelson, and then I guess Miles Rubin over Dwayne Brown. That one's kind of tough, but he brings a little bit more rim protection. So that's the starting five I would say right now. I don't think you can, and certainly even 1 through 3 things could look a lot different. I don't think you can rule out Rick Barnes wanting to play 2 big men in the starting lineup. Even some of the years on like those Josiah Jordan James teams where they played a bunch of 4 guards, they would still start 2 big men. But I just don't particularly see the bodies. Don't particularly think they have enough bodies to really run out that 2 big men lineup as a starting lineup at this point. But maybe that changes with how the roster irons out.
Okay, and then let me span it out a little more. First guy off the bench, Ames.
Yeah, Ames. I think what because when I was going through that backcourt, Ames and Lundblade would look to me. I think Terrence Hill and Juke Harris are for sure starters. So it's those two guys for that third spot. That's why I think Lundblade, I like him a lot. Some of the stuff we talked about is he wasn't ball dominant at Belmont. He's a guy that can play off the ball and doesn't need the ball in his hands a lot to create or to score, I guess, more than to create. So I think he fits in better with two, and really Hill, I think, can play off the ball a lot too. But he fits in more in a starting lineup, or maybe he's not going to get to touch the ball a ton. Whereas Ames, I think you bring him off the bench as kind of a spark plug and a guy that can create offense, and I think he would really thrive in that role. So that's kind of why I went Lundblade over Ames in for that third starting guard spot.
Ryan, I think the story here is just the level of investment in the roster that Rick Barnes has been able to rally from his supporters, and obviously this roster costs more than anything he's put together yet. Do you think that money comes at the expense of football or baseball or women's basketball, anything like that? Fans are always conscious, it feels like, of the limited nature of their resources, and want to make sure that I don't think anybody has a problem with pouring it all into basketball, but do you feel like this is just money that Rick Barnes has been able to scrounge up on top of what they were already going to get, or do you think that this is a situation where that money ultimately has to come from somewhere else?
No, I lean more to the latter, or I guess the former, that this money is not, it's not like they're taking this money from football or anything. I think Rick Barnes is really good fundraiser. I think he is close with the right people. He's close with the people that are willing to spend a lot of money on Tennessee athletics, and he has, for lack of a better word, fundraised and got those people to donate a lot of money to his basketball program. And I think he is probably as good of a fundraiser or money guy as you're going to find as a Tennessee head coach, because one, he has that really big personality. I think he enjoys, yucking it up with people. He's just a people's person in general, and he can make anybody feel special. And then I think too, the fact that he's probably, he's closer in age to a lot of these big money people than, Tony Vitello, who I think had that exact same skill set, but maybe wasn't, the same age and the same, personality as some of these guys are. So I think it's much more about Barnes being able to raise money for his program. And look, I think all that's true, Russell, what you said about this being the most expensive roster, and certainly it is they spent a lot on it. I think there's an aspect too, to go back to just the big man thing. Like, they saw the market for big men and how expensive that was, and the market that it takes to get good guards. And I think people might roll their eyes at me for saying this, because again, they're spending a lot of money, but it is almost a little bit of a Moneyball style, where they said, we can get better guards for cheaper. Let's target getting the best players we can. And if, we feel like there's a bargain on guards, we're going to have really good backcourt, and maybe we'll sacrifice a little bit in the front court, but we think we can get ahead spending our money that way. I think that's certainly an element of, when you look at all the scoring and talent Tennessee's brought into it, I think that plays a big part.
One of the things that Chris Lowe and I got to talk with Coach about, I brought up the schedule coming up, and I mean, I was applauding the fact that they added Michigan State, because you think about that, you think about going up to Mackey, playing Purdue, North Carolina State in Nashville. I mean, they're in a rebuild, but still, that's it's a Power 5 opponent. You got the Players Era Festival, and that's not even including whoever we get assigned for the ACC SEC Challenge. And one of the things Coach said was, and you may have heard this, but I was excited to hear this. They're going to go back to Duke for a reciprocal on the exhibition from that in the fall, and then also he said they're working on a deal with Illinois. Have you heard that?
No, not other than they played them again in 27-28 in Chicago, but that's the only thing I know with Illinois at this point.
I think he wants to get another exhibition with them, and then he said there's a third they're working on. But I love it. I mean, that's you don't have to look very far. When we get to Elite Eights 3 years in a row, I think some of that stuff that's happening before conference play really helps set the table too.
Yeah, no doubt, and I think even. You've seen them consistently try to schedule pretty hard, and some years there's, things fall flat. I think you go back to the Chaz Lanier team where Tennessee plays Miami, whose coach gets fired a week later. They play a Virginia team who Tony Bennett quit a month before the season or 6 weeks before the season. And was one other ACC team they played that year that ended up just being an absolute nothing. Syracuse. They played Syracuse in the challenge, and it ends up being a nothing burger for the schedule. So I think that's what you have to like here is that not only do you have what looks like it'll probably be 7 Power 5 teams. Obviously, who you get for your third game in Players Era is a little up in the air. You could get a San Diego State or Gonzaga, who's technically not a Power 5, but it's teams that you're seeing in the early top 25s, and certainly Purdue is losing a ton, but a very steady program. Michigan State's supposed to be really good this year. NC State, just from looking at the roster, that feels like a bubble team in a tournament, so they should be solid. So I'm all for it. The more games that can make the college basketball season entertaining in November and December, I think it's important and exciting. And certainly with a new look team that has a lot of talent, I think Tennessee feels like they'll be able to, handle test early in the season, but also once that litmus test to see where they're at and, what areas that they need to grow if there are some early season wake up calls.
Let me throw out 2 team names for that ACC SEC challenge and see if you agree or you have someone else in mind. I don't see us drawing Duke, of course, or even North Carolina, but I could see us getting Miami again or Clemson. I know some people think Virginia, but we just played them in the tournament. I just wonder if that would happen again that close. What do you think?
Yeah, well, when you started, the 2 names that came to mind were Virginia and Clemson. I don't think they would be opposed to doing that back-to-back with Virginia. Maybe they would, but I wouldn't rule it out. Louisville would be, one Tennessee's played the last 2 years, but I could see them doing again. Clemson, I think, has always made a ton of sense, though I would think if they do it, they would want Tennessee to go on the road, being kind of a Rick Barnes homecoming deal. Not that he was at Clemson that long. And with Tennessee slated to get a home game this year in the ACC SEC Challenge, that tends to make me think it wouldn't be Clemson, but certainly that doesn't rule it out. But that's, you go back to some of these issues scheduling wise. The ACC was just terrible, and the SEC was deep. So many good teams like Tennessee got to play nobody. I think that's the positive. The ACC, with a Miami, with a Virginia, with a Louisville, starting to get a little bit better. It feels like there's a better chance that Tennessee can get a quad 1 type game and a big time game at TBA, which, paired out with Michigan State would be really cool for the non-conference schedule.
Talk with Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com this afternoon. Shump, let's hit on baseball here real quickly. Poor Josh Elander, I feel like he's tried everything at this point. Only 2 series left. He's mixed up the batting order in just about every conceivable combination you can have. He has rotated the pitching. Obviously, he's limited in his choices with the bullpen there. But as we get set to welcome in a top 10 team, Texas, then you go on the road, another really good ranked team in Oklahoma to finish out the season. Are there any cards left for Josh Elander to play, or is this particular cake baked at this point?
Yeah, I mean, look, like you could maybe insert Arvidsson back into the weekend rotation. He started 1 week against Vanderbilt and fared well. But I don't think that's some game-changing fix-all. If Cam Appenzeller was still throwing the ball the way he was a month ago, I think that would kind of have been the last card, left to dealt that could really maybe change the dynamic. But, for the most part, I think this team kind of is who they are. They're going to try to continue to get Appenzeller right, get Braden Krenzel right, maybe, get some of these pitchers to get closer to their ceiling or closer to what they're capable of doing here down the stretch. But as far as radical moves Josh Elander is going to make to really, mix things up, I don't really see that happening at this point.
I was looking at their record for the season in SEC games, how they performed in game 1 versus game 2 versus game 3. This is the weirdest thing with this team, man, because it feels like they have a winning record in game 3s of their weekend series over the course of the season. And it's like, that's the part that's so frustrating. It feels like we saw it against Kentucky, quite honestly. Their backs were against the wall, and of course they just barely got out, and escaped with a win. But it always feels like when, you're just about to say, man, this thing is, cratering, then they turn around and they pull one out in the 3rd game.
Yeah, I think there's an element of Tennessee has better Sunday starting pitching than most teams are going to play. I think it kind of goes into why they've been bad on Friday. Like I've said this for a while. I don't feel like this team really has a true ace, but they have 3 good starters. And That's typically not how it is in the SEC. You have one guy most of the time who is a true ace that can go out and dominate on Friday, and you're kind of shaky on what your Sunday starting pitching looks like. So I think that's an element of it. I do think there's an element of this team just responding well with their backs against the wall. Certainly they faced a lot of adversity going back to October when Tony Vitello left. But it's peculiar because, like, I would have said, well, having Evan Blanco on Sunday's big. Well, they move Evan Blanco to Saturday. He's terrible on Saturday. Landon McTower's on Sunday, and he throws well. Tegan Kuhns, they've been searching for someone to work on Friday. Tegan Kuhns has been so dominant the last month. They move him back to a spot he should be comfortable in. He's done it. Same amount of rest as he had to, in a normal week, and he doesn't pitch well. So, there is an element of, man, it just feels like these days they cannot mix, they can't change the voodoo and get things, on the right foot the way they want.
I liked moving Kuhns to Friday. I did not like moving Blanco out of Sunday. I just thought he'd been so good there and shown an ability to go deep into games, which is something you would think is appealing on Sundays when bullpens are a little taxed. But we'll see. I'll be interested to see what the lineup is tonight. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the thing I was just going to say on that exact front, because I was the same way. I was kind of like, why mess with what's working? But, something I do think made sense that I heard was, the element of maybe wanting Blanco to throw a second game in a regional, just because he's been one of your two most consistent pitchers, and wanting to have him not have to hold him until a third game being part of the logic there. And I did think that made some sense, but again, obviously it did not work out last weekend in Lexington.
I get that, but we got to make a regional first. you got to be there before we start figuring out pitching rotations. Hey, Shump, last thing for me, Tennessee football, 123 days until kickoff against Furman. I was reading an ESPN article this morning about they were ranking the off seasons for every power conference team. So by conference, they had Tennessee 8th in the SEC, saying that Tennessee had the 8th best off season in the league, right in the middle, right? And it strikes me that kind of characterizes a lot about Tennessee football right now. It's just kind of mid, as your generation likes to say. My question is the Heupel era in danger, Ryan, of sliding into a kind of malaise where it's not so bad that you want to fire the coach and clean house and all that, but it's also, a championship caliber football, what Texas and Georgia and Alabama are striving for right now. That seems like it's off in the distance a good bit as well.
Yeah, I think that's 100% fair. I mean, that's kind of how it feels a little bit at this point, and that's maybe not completely accurate given they made the playoff 2 years ago. But you just looked at that team; it felt like they got, even though they went 10-2, it felt like they got absolutely everything they could have gotten out of that team. I don't think it. And certainly getting Ohio State on the road in the first round was a horrible draw. But it didn't, even if they got a better draw, it didn't feel like they were going to make some deep run, at least to me. So when you combine that with a lackluster 25 season, it kind of felt like they were building to, if Nico would have been Nico's junior year, and according to the plan would have been his last year, and a lot of veterans on defense, for that to be underwhelming. And then you kind of go into a 26 season where you're going to start a young quarterback for the first time, and it doesn't feel like this is some sort of lining up to be a big year for Tennessee, and the schedule gets harder with the 9-game SEC. It feels like Tennessee's about the second straight year not to be true playoff contenders. And in today's day and age, if you're not true playoff contender for 2 straight years, you've sunk into that middle ground at the very best. So Josh Heupel and staff and team can go out and prove me wrong on that aspect, but that's how it feels as we sit here, whatever you said, 123 days away from kickoff. And if you're in that boat for 2 straight years, you're certainly not at the very top of the sport.
All right, Shump, good stuff as always. Now, have you recovered from the Carnell Tate pick from 2 weeks ago? I heard you had a little bit of a meltdown.
Meltdown's so dramatic.
I never said meltdown, by the way. But.
I did.
Yeah, no, it's best hands in the class, great deep ball threat. It's the future of the NFL right there. Yeah.
Well, listen to that. You're on board.
Well, that's what I told people that night. I said, by the time I walk out, when I walk out of the arena or the stadium tonight, I will begin letting the propaganda wash over my body, and I will be as high on Carnell Tate as anybody.
Hey, right. High floor with Carnell Tate. This
guy is a 10-year NFL vet minimum. That's the floor.
Just productivity.
Yeah.
Pencil him in there every day. All right, Ryan, we appreciate you, my man. RockyTopInsider.com, where you can find his work online. The great and powerful Ryan Shumpert. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. I'll see you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Ryan Shumpert. So you guys, I forgot who told me that he had a meltdown over the Tate pick.
He was not happy on our RTI thread right after it happened, but I mean, it was just.
He posted on Twitter. That's where I got it from, directly from his tweet, where he
doesn't want to be perceived as being the kind of guy who melts down. That's for us sports radio clowns. He's a big J journalist out there doing the work. He doesn't get emotional like us.
If I were him, I'd delete the tweet he posted right after they were drafted. It sounded like one of our callers.
Screenshots last forever.
Yeah, tell Bishop Boswell that.
Yeah. Well, if he didn't know, he's learned now.
Yes.
We'll tell you about Bishop's tweet when we continue. Stay with us. Quick timeout. You're listening to The Drive. 865-966-3435 is your phone number if you want to get on the show. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like. Make sure you are subscribed as we continue to grow the Fan Run YouTube page. Back with more Fan Run Radio right after this.
The Drive. East Tennessee Sports Authority. This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Your Knoxville Smokies are back home all this week, and we've got the best promotions, like kicking off the week with Cinco de Mayo. Then all-you-can-eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, and this weekend, get to the ballpark early on Friday and get your free camo replica jersey. Love gum? Well, good. It's Big League Chew Night on Saturday with post-game fireworks, and we're celebrating Mom on Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Woo! What a week. Reserve your seats now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Hey, this is Russell Smith, and whenever somebody asks me for a barbecue recommendation, I always tell them to take the quick drive up I-75 and visit Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Rickard Ridge is about a 20-minute drive up I-75 from downtown Knoxville. Just take exit 134 in Caryville, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is tucked just inside Cove Lake State Park on your left. You can't miss it. Fall off the bone Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, fresh, juicy, hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has it all. And this ain't no Yankee chain store fly-by-night operation either. Owner Mark Rickard has spent years honing his smoking skills in Memphis, and his secret recipe and techniques have been driving East Tennessee wild for years. So make time to check him out. Rickard Ridge Barbecue inside Cove Lake State Park and online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert.
We're playing at Cameron.
Yes.
this go around, which is
another exhibition.
We've never done that, man. To my knowledge, I mean, if we might have played Duke and Cameron before I became I
don't think we have
basketball fan in the late 80s, but that's one on the Tennessee basketball bucket list I've always wanted to
go to it.
I would love to go to it. I would imagine that'd be a hard ticket to get.
Yeah.
Even for an exhibition.
It's Duke, man.
Cameron.
Yeah, it's 8,000 seat.
It's very small gym
venue, and they love their basketball. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Duke basketball, kind of a big thing.
Yeah, I am.
I'll say that also has the potential to be a preseason top 10, top 5 matchup.
Yeah.
And if we get an exhibition against Illinois, I'm there for it too. I mean, Illinois is going to be very good as well. Another top 10.
That's a damn haul now. I mean, you have to fly, I guess, if you're going to Illinois, wouldn't you?
I'm good with Illinois. We've done it 3 times. I'm good.
I'm tired of seeing them.
Yeah. I want to see somebody else.
Nothing personal.
I just want to play good teams. I mean, and then he said they're working on a third. So he was like, man, if I could play 5 exhibition games, we would do it. It's just you can't get schools to it.
Where are some other basketball road venues that we've been to? Fog Allen. Oh, we haven't been to Chrysler.
No, and it's not, from what I've heard, I've never been, but I've heard it's not.
No, it's nothing special, but
they're going to Mackey. Like I said, that's a big deal.
It's a big one.
Yeah. The pavilion.
Have we been to Pauley?
No, that's a good question. I don't know.
I think we did back in like the 77, maybe. I think there may have been a game out there.
Yeah, you said we've been at Fog, right? Because we have
several times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we ever played at Gonzaga?
Only neutral sites. I feel like.
Yeah, we played there in Seattle. I don't know if we played in Spokane, but we played them in Seattle.
Didn't play at the Kennel, as they call it.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah. You're right. They played in Seattle. And we played at the Garden, which is neutral, but still.
Yeah, but it's not like going and playing St. John's in a regular season, non-special tournament kind of deal.
This says that
we never played good in the Garden.
Tennessee played at Pauley November 30th, 2025.
What?
That's not correct, is it?
No, that's the Lady Vols.
Yeah, it might be Lady Vols. Yeah,
New Google Vols. AI overview.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
So right there before the break, we were teasing Bishop Boswell last night.
Yes.
And it was one of our William Pattison, who runs our socials, posted Rick Barnes talking about his philosophy for putting together this roster and saying that he wanted to go with more offensive production and that he basically feels like this group is more offensively gifted than last year's team.
Right.
And on Instagram, I guess, Instaface, whatever the kids are calling it, Bishop Boswell replied with just like a laughing emoji.
Correct. I'm looking at it right now. Even though he's deleted it, I still have it.
Got a lot of play.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of raised their eyebrows or whatever. He deleted it. I'm sure he had some feedback or whatever. Not a big deal to me.
Where is he now? I've already forgotten.
Maryland.
That's right.
No, I
wish him well. I like Bishop.
I did too.
And we wanted you to stay. We wanted him to stay.
Sure.
I'm sorry you didn't.
He had demands though, man. He wanted $2 million. And I laugh when I say that because he wanted $2 million.
But don't you think whoever ends up coming off the bench, whether it's Day or Lundblade, is better than Bishop Boswell?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're talking about wanting him to stay as like backup, first guy off the bench.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I feel like we got in a better spot.
What I think it was just we liked him. Like it was, personally. He's been
played
here for
hard.
a couple of years.
He's Barnes guy.
One of our guys.
He was definitely a good glue guy last year. He had some times where I'd be screaming at the TV though too. But but he, he was an offensive player in high school. I mean, he scored a lot of points, so he had to sacrifice last year too, because I think he averaged 6 points a game. He could have shot more really. But anyway, he's gone and he's a kid, the fact that he took it down already tells you that he was like, that was probably not smart.
Yeah.
By the way, off the topic, but my favorite part of your sit down with Rick Barnes on the RTI thing the other night was when I guess Chris was kidding him about Zach Edey being stuck in the paint.
Yes.
said, yeah, he's been down there 10 seconds or whatever. He's like, yeah, he has. But you know what? So have our guys. We don't get out of the paint unless they tell us to. So,
yeah,
I could appreciate that. Not one to make excuses, Richard Dale Barnes.
Nope.
According to Tennessee basketball history guy, Phil, the mayor, we've never played at Pauley Pavilion.
And that's one.
I mean, bump that up near the top of the list, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Especially for Rick Barnes, knowing that. I don't know. Maybe we need to wait. I'd be worried that he would want to stay.
We already dodged that bullet once.
Coastal Vol on the live chat said one thing we got to give Bishop credit to. He said nobody could foul with their face better than Bishop Boswell.
He beat the hell out of some guys' forearms with his face this past season.
He does that.
He did. He was good. Good at that anyway. Poll in the field. Men only.
Mm-hmm.
Do you urinate outside regularly? 73 votes cast. 74% of the audience says yes, and 26% are lying.
Either that or live in apartments.
Did you, a little nuance here, did you say regularly or?
I said regularly.
Okay. No, then that's.
And that's what I want. Like, I'm not talking.
I don't have any problem with what it's the whole daytime thing.
Yeah.
For me, bud.
The daytime thing. It plays a factor.
Not in the front yard.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter,
No,
obviously, because you were almost spotted.
Put a hat on, you would have looked like Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation.
You sat there in a strappy T-shirt, a robe, and
I'm telling you, you guys are missing out on the robe. You get up first thing in the morning, put that robe on. It's a little cold when you get out of bed. You get your hot
That's
coffee.
how you get woken up.
I've gotten a robe as a gift before, but then after one or two times after wearing it, I'm like,
not me, man. I've had this same robe for.
Only
5
time
years.
I ever wore a robe was when I was in the hospital over in Nashville, and that was strictly because they wouldn't let me put on a T-shirt and shorts. So I was hooked up to some stuff, and I didn't like to breathe. I had to walk every 2 hours. I had to do a lap around the floor.
Now, were you wearing the hospital front gown too?
Yeah, that's why I had to go to the.
So you're wearing the robe and the gown together.
Yes, I had to.
Huh.
I mean, I didn't want to give a free show out to the ladies.
It feels like that's just inefficient, right? Because you got the back door open on one and the front door open on the other, and
you do what you got to do, Russ.
The apron thing is that's the worst. That is the worst clothing invention of all time, right?
We'll talk about it later. We don't have time now, but it's not.
Stay with us. The drive continues. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This ain't no wishy-washy, limp-wristed, kale-eating, half-ass sports radio station. We're your in-your-face, truth-telling, say-it-loud, flag-waving, face-painting, hardcore, bring the noise, causing a ruckus, don't give a damn sports station. Sports talk that doesn't just hang up and listen. For the fans. This is Fan Run Radio. Get some.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive, Fan Run Radio on the Top 4 at 4. It's brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles. Good afternoon, Walker Smith.
Good afternoon, Russell Smith.
You're looking dapper with your haircut there.
You're looking just as good.
I mean, a couple of sharp-dressed dudes. The White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios.
Guys can't compliment each other, Bob?
Guys can't have fun anymore?
You know, one compliment's good. The rapid fire back and forth sounds,
just complimenting each other.
Yeah, well, you guys can do that. Take that offline.
You look great too, Bob.
Well, thanks. you do as well.
Thank you.
Oh.
Where's Bear, on the other hand.
Yeah. Well, he's not paying attention.
No,
go ahead.
No idea what you're
Walker,
talking about.
Please.
At number 1, Tennessee baseball is expected to be an NCAA tournament team in 3 field of 64 projections released early this week. The Vols, sitting at 31-17, sit with 11 wins in SEC play, with 6 games remaining in the league slate. Tennessee hosts Texas this weekend for the final series in Lindsey Nelson, and will conclude the regular season at Oklahoma for a 3-game series to be played in Oklahoma City. Tennessee takes on Presbyterian College today for the midweek game at 6 p.m.
How many games you predicting we're going to win this weekend? Either one of you two over there?
1 or 2.
Yeah, I feel like I keep saying every week now that this is an incredibly pivotal series coming up. I mean, we keep putting ourselves in this position now. So I think 1, being realistic. I mean, this Texas team is good, but who knows with us, man? Who thought we were going to go sweep Mississippi State and Starkville?
So Baseball America has us as a 3 seed in Atlanta with host Georgia Tech. So we would play 2 seed Oklahoma State, which would be tough, and then presumably Georgia Tech if you win. USA Today has us in L.A. with UCLA and UC Santa Barbara would be the 2 seed there.
No.
Other than getting our brains beat in, that kind of would be a low-key fun trip to make, though.
Bring it on, man. Like, what is UCLA's pitching depth like? I know we played their Friday starter, I would assume, in Dallas.
We're a different team in Dallas.
I'm sure we would get their Friday starter because they probably wouldn't start their ace against Fairleigh Dickinson, who is the 4 seed in this projection. but they'd have to beat us twice if we can win the first game.
You know, they'd probably hate getting stuck with us as a 3 seed.
Sure. There's nobody want. Oh, man, that's a brutal draw. If I'm UCLA, I'm like, what?
You got UC Santa Barbara, who are, you know, really good program, and Tennessee.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense.
No.
Because on paper, we're just as talented as almost anybody else in the nation. We haven't hit well this year, and we've got the occasional meltdown from the mound.
And our bullpen is
not
hot dog water.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to think about it an easier way, we need one game from each of these series to really make sure that we're in the NCAA tournament, and that is very doable. And, Bob, to go back to what you were saying about we think every weekend is a pivotal series, I think when we look back about a month from now, the pivotal series is when we went down to Mississippi State and won those 3 games. Like that's what's going to push us towards the finish line and hopefully towards the postseason if we don't just collapse in the next 2 weeks. At number 2, Tennessee has announced their football game designations for the 2026 season. Homecoming will be against Kentucky on November 7th. The Checker Neyland game will be on September 26th against Texas. And Champions Weekend will be on October 3rd against Auburn. They will not announce a dark mode game until the kickoff times for certain matchups are announced.
No Smoky Gray game this year?
Not that I saw. There's a salute. I believe there is a salute service game.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
Well, last year
That's
they won
Tennessee.
those. They wore those kind
weird.
of the gray pants and the black jersey.
I liked those.
Those were cool.
Is that the one that had the fake fringe on it?
The Davy Crockett thing.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I'm not sure I liked them.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't think they were bad.
I would be interested to see if Adidas can maintain the integrity of the dark mode unis.
Didn't we
Or if
win
they
a
tried
natty
to
in
get-
Adidas?
Yes. What does that have to do with them keeping the
Yeah, good juju.
Yeah, well, we didn't have dark mode back then.
No, but we had those beautiful orange jerseys with those gigantic numbers you could see from the space station.
Hey, man, I'd be fine with bringing back the big numbers.
Weren't the Kiffin black jerseys like Sports Bell?
No, they're right out there.
They were made here or by
SM
Athletics under its previous ownership.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were not Adidas jerseys.
Yeah.
They were cheapos that they just like sewed an Adidas logo on.
Mm-hmm. At number 3, Phil Mickelson has officially withdrawn from the PGA Championship next week and is being replaced by Max Homa. Mickelson announced last month before the Masters that he was taking time away from golf due to a personal health matter in his family. It has not played since. The PGA Championship takes place on May 14th through the 17th at Aronimink Golf Course, or Aronimink Golf Club
Where?
in Pennsylvania. Aronimink.
Aronimink?
Aronimink.
Mink?
Aronimink.
Mm-hmm.
Not familiar with that one.
I haven't been there in a long time. It feels like it's going to be a little bit more of a tougher golf course than there have been the past couple of PGA Championships, though.
If you say so, Walker Smith.
No problem.
You said it with authority. I trust you.
Thank you. Is this it for Phil?
I think it is.
I mean, they don't want him
personally.
back in the PGA.
I mean, what is he, 55 or so?
Yeah.
Yep.
Washed. Yep.
And then I saw
What a career.
I don't know hopefully it's not in your headlines, but I saw something where John Rahm's saying he's like locked in with like not by choice. He's like saying Liv's telling him you can't go.
Yeah, there's a lot of
He'll be back.
weird stuff going on around there. It's also that the PGA they haven't offered
They're
a way
going to
back
make these guys
since this
crawl
stuff-
back. Yeah.
Stuff back.
I think they have. I think they basically said you have to earn your tour card again, which for some of those guys, I'm sure is kind of beneath them.
Well, what
He's saying Liv will not
Yeah.
let him pursue it.
which if they go
Well,
bankrupt,
yeah, I mean, they're getting ready to fold. Period.
I'd say if they go bankrupt, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It really came with that John Rahm settled a fine sort of situation between him and the DP World Tour. So now he's going to be playing European golf tour events for them. So he's going to start doing that, kind of similar to what Patrick Reed is doing, playing on the DP World Tour. But PGA isn't hasn't officially offered any of the guys back since they opened that month window back in like January. But it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes if this keeps folding. And at number 4, let's look at the matchups going on in the MLB. The best series this week include the Athletics playing the Phillies, the Braves going up against the Mariners, the Blue Jays playing the Rays, and the Reds playing the Cubs in Wrigley Field.
Braves blew a 4-0 lead last night.
It's tough.
Was up late watching the Braves vision.
Yeah, those games supposed to be on late out there in Seattle.
They play the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium Friday through Sunday, and I believe all those games. Well, Friday and Saturday games start at like 10.
I bet you Sunday is the national, like the primetime game.
If it's at 10 o'clock, maybe.
I say it was scheduled to start at 4.
Well, I guess it'd be moved up because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, it's weird because Sunday Night Baseball isn't on ESPN anymore.
No, it's on NBC. It's fantastic.
I haven't watched one of their broadcasts yet.
Jason Benetti is doing the call.
Pretty good.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Love Benetti.
Sunday Mother's Day.
Certainly
Yes, it
is.
is.
Don't forget.
I knew that.
Exactly.
Thank you, Walker.
Of course.
Top 4-4 brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles. If you are tired of hiding your smile, if missing teeth, uncomfortable dentures are causing you pain, embarrassment, shyness, things of that nature, then you need to do a big favor for yourself. Call our friends over at Knoxville Smiles and check out the future of dentistry right here, right now, like Jesus Jones back in the day. Look it up, Walker. In East Tennessee, KnoxvilleSmiles.com. You could check them out online, KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Give them a call, 865-539-1776. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. Hour number 2 of the drive underway here on Fan Run Radio. Yeah, so Tennessee, this is what we do now. We announce our football designations, and we're going to do the Checker Neyland for Texas. We kind of sneak that one in on them because if they're all wearing their orange, it'll be a little darker.
Mm-hmm.
But
It'll
our
stick
oranges
out.
are usually the same. I'll be interested to see how that looks.
I mean, their orange isn't really even close to ours.
Oh, it's orange.
A lot of brown.
It'll look different than like when we do it against Florida and they're wearing blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder how many Longhorn fans are. What, they could bring in, what's his name, Bevo?
The good question is, will the Minister of Culture be attending?
Oh, I bet he'll be there. I feel like this is a stadium he's going to want to check off his
They're probably
list.
hanging out with Peyton.
True.
Probably.
True.
Be up there with the Mannings and the beautiful people.
Is McConaughey the coolest celeb fan out there?
No, Peyton is.
No.
Well,
No.
for
No.
you.
Nah.
But there, I would imagine like other fan bases probably look at Peyton like, because he beat us. Everybody likes Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Other fan bases, men, women, black, white, left, right.
Trying to think who else would be up there with Michael Irvin from Miami.
No, people, they're definitely,
I got an easy
they're
one.
definitely detractors for Michael Irvin.
Will Ferrell.
Excuse me, Kenny Chesney.
For us?
I was
Or
kidding.
Alabama or Florida?
Yeah,
Will Ferrell at USC.
It's a pretty good one.
In the pros, it's Spike Lee with the Knicks.
It's Jack Nicholson with the Lakers. Who's the kid from that played, but it was in Dune? Timothy, how do you say his last?
Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet
He's
is like
apparently a psycho Knicks fan.
Oh yeah, he skipped the Met Gala to go to the Knicks game earlier this week.
2 years in a row he's done that.
It's awesome.
Here's the thing I like about Chalamet. It's some of those, like, they get mean about it. I get the sense that the Knicks lose, Chalamet goes home and cry like he's upset about it for a while. Kind of the way we are when we lose. The thing I like about McConaughey, he seems so centered.
Yeah.
They lose a big game. He's like, all right, whatever, man. It's on to the next one.
Peyton, when are we going?
Time is a flat circle.
Let's go check out a little tailgate action.
Hey, Peyton.
Yeah.
Where's the place to be here?
Yeah.
Take me over to your saloon 16.
Yeah.
I could like just seeing McConaughey out and about on the town Friday night before the game. He'll be out there sampling some of the nightlife.
Could be.
Well, it's also like he's on the sideline too. Like he's not just like in a box and they'll shoot and they'll like show him every once in a while to broadcast. Like he's on the sideline with the team. There aren't a lot of fans that do that.
Yeah. You ever had just random, like, and I'm not talking about your favorite indie band's guitar player, but like massive celebrity sightings in Knoxville?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the airport. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Here in Knoxville?
Yeah.
You told
McGee
us,
Tyson.
like, last week.
I remember that.
Talked about it.
Yeah, I was flying to New York. We were on the same flight. They had been at Blackberry Farms.
I was on a flight from Knoxville to Texas with Lance Bass from the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, I knew who he was. I'm like looking at this guy.
No.
I'm like, I know who this dude is.
Lance Bass is in sync.
Whatever. But I surreptitiously took a picture and sent it to my wife. Who is this guy? She's like, that's Lance Bass. I'm like, yep.
I had a conversation with Vince Gill for about 5 minutes. Had no idea who he was. None.
A friend of mine saw Jerry Seinfeld walking through Westtown Mall.
The hell was he in town for?
That comedy show.
Yeah.
Oh.
It said that he was just walking like he had on ball cap, very much trying to go incognito. But apparently his big thing is he goes to Cinnabon wherever he goes, and he was going to the Cinnabon in
they're good.
Westtown Mall.
I go out there, it's hard to not stop and get you one.
Mm-hmm.
I know a bunch of people, or several people that live out Maryville, Alcoa that used to run into
Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq would be at like Home Depot and the Walmart. He's a big Walmart guy.
I saw Shaq at the airport. He was on a flight. We were both on flights down here. We were at Teterboro.
Do you say hello?
I just passed him. He was leaving the restroom. I was heading to the restroom, and we had seen him further away in the lobby of the little tiny airport. And I just did the head nod, and he did the same, and that was it.
The largest
knowing
human
head
being
nod,
you've ever seen?
Huh? Yes, he's gigantic. What'd you say?
The knowing head nod, like
just
sup, Shaq.
Yeah, I just decided I'm not going to do that.
Especially as he's going into the bathroom.
He was coming out. I was going in.
Well, anybody else? I ran into Cuba Gooding Jr. one time at a hotel gift shop.
I told you I stood next to the trough with Reggie Miller in Thompson Bowling Arena.
Wow.
Is this way too much urinary talk?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you just didn't go out in the concourse somewhere.
Just hang it in a garbage can.
I'm not an animal, Bob.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. You pee off the back deck in your neighborhood.
I'm not feral. Yeah. I'm like 75% of the audience, which I think is low, by the way. I think there are some people who just not willing to admit to themselves how much they like to use the outdoor facilities. 865-966-3435 is your phone number to get on the show. 966-3435. Let's get some phone calls going here when we continue. Some college football discussion. I mentioned Ryan Shumpert, the whole offseason, grading the college football offseason. So we go through some of that. ESPN had some interesting college football topics that we can kick around when we continue. Right here on The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank. Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Your smile.
Noon as well. Shout out to alert listener John Glass, who sends us this from the next round in radio show down in Birmingham. Power 4 school records versus ranked opponents in the CFP era. So the college football playoff era goes back to 2014.
Yeah.
Tennessee 18-38.
It's about the 32nd. Percentage-wise, it's about the 32nd best record out of this whole group.
Yeah. Rutgers is 0-37.
Yeah.
So we won 18 times. Played a lot of those games because I see where Kentucky, in terms of percentage, is right above us. They're 14-29. So 18-38, 14-29. That means we've played
13 more games.
Yeah. I mean, really, I don't know if it underscores more the difficulty of the schedule that we've played the last 15 years or so, or just the fraudulent nature of Mark Stoops feasting off a schedule that was much easier than a lot of other schools had to go through.
I mean, you look at the top three, it's the top four. It's the usual suspects: Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and Clemson. You know, although Clemson's starting to falter these last couple of seasons, but they had a pretty heady run for a while.
But I'll give Bama their due. I mean, they've played 79 of those games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously they've been in the playoffs a lot, but they're not shying away from competition, and they've won a lot of those games. Man, I can't imagine being 62-17 against ranked opponents the last 12 seasons.
They have less losses than we have wins.
Oh. Well, when you go on a streak of hiring
complete boobs,
then you're going to get bad records.
It's very true.
All right. I mean, you got Lane to Double D to Crazy Botch to Jeremy Pruitt.
I'll tell you what, you mentioned the top four. Number 5 on that list, Oklahoma at 35-20.
Yeah.
Did they underachieve? Is that trophy case a little sparse for your liking if you're an Oklahoma fan, considering you won so many games against so many good teams?
Yeah.
That year that didn't they gag that game away to Georgia? Was that in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah. I mean, I guess for the majority of that time they were playing in the old Big 12, but still a ranked opponent is a ranked opponent. TCU sneaky good at 23-20. Washington at 24-22. LSU at 30-29. Wouldn't you think they'd be a little better than that?
Sure.
Really? I don't, just because I think it's harder for the SEC schools not named Alabama during that time period.
I do think it's interesting that what you mentioned about Oklahoma, 35-20, it's certainly better than our record, but it's not what I would have expected. And then Texas, 30-34. So those are two Big 12 refugees who are now in the SEC, but I would have expected more from Texas, quite honestly.
It shows you the Oklahoma had the upper hand when those two teams came into our league. Like they were riding the high more so, and Texas gets more hype, and their program is certainly in a healthy spot. But I mean, Oklahoma made the playoff last year as well. So speaking of Texas, that's a good segue to this ESPN piece. Again, ranking the off seasons for all the power conferences. And they had Texas number 1. So this takes into account, scroll back up here, roster additions through the portal and high school ranks, retention of top players who could have left for the NFL draft or the portal, and 3, coaching staff continuity or key staff additions / upgrades. So that's how they're going through this. And Texas, key additions, Cam Coleman, Hollywood Smothers, Rasheem Biles. Key departures, Anthony Hill, who the Titans took, Malik Muhammad, and Michael Taffy. And then incoming recruits, a bunch of guys I've never heard of. So they did well, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's Texas. Obviously, they've got a lot of resources here, a lot of money to throw around. And on top of that, again, kind of like us, they had Pete Kwiatkowski, I believe is the DC's name there.
Right.
Widely respected defensive mind in college football. Obviously, they were a fine defense and a fine team last year. Easy thing to do, stay the course. But like Josh Heupel, he said, no, I think we can do better. So they fire him and they bring in Will Muschamp to run the Longhorn defense this year.
I mean, they're going to be good. I mean, if Arch Manning is what he's going to be, like, Texas is going to be flying.
If Texas can't truly get back with a Manning, maybe it's just never going to happen for them.
Maybe not.
LSU, they say had the second best offseason. Of course, big head coaching hire, big perception upgrade right there. And then we saw all the different guys they brought in from, not just Sam Levitt, but remember they brought in Jordan Seaton, the 5-star tackle that we thought we were going to get a couple of years ago, and Prince Umanli-Malian, however you pronounce his name, from Ole Miss, who I believe has been playing college football since the Clinton administration now.
Yeah, but the key word there, all this, it's perception. This is all this stuff is based on.
I mean,
Kiffin was trying to lay groundwork already for, they basically trying to tamp down expectations a little bit in the past couple of months.
Well, I think you should have. If I were an LSU fan, I wouldn't be year zeroing this, but I would also go into, hey, man, everything's different. New coach, new systems, both sides of the ball. Actually, they did keep Blake Baker, the defensive coordinator, there. So maybe the defensive transition won't be as big, but still a lot of newness, a lot of new car smell in that program.
Booster spent a lot of money on him and his roster.
Yeah. Well, it'd be red flag city you go 6-6, maybe even 7-5. But if I'm an LSU fan, I'm kind of expecting 8 or 9 wins. Like that's kind of, I'm not expecting to be in the playoff right away in realistic world.
No, but I think they can expect to have one of, if not the best quarterback in the conference. Like if Sam Levitt's healthy, which with all stuff in his spring ball shows
a little
that
biased, Walker.
He is pretty good. Yeah, I've watched him play. I've seen him play a bunch of times. Like I know how talented this kid is. Like he can be the best quarterback in this conference.
Ole Miss, the third best off season, followed by Georgia, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Alabama, and then Tennessee at 8. This is my question for Ryan Shumpert in hour number 1. 8, right smack dab in the middle of a 16-team league. And it just feels like, man, there's a lot of very average going. I feel like that, if you talk about perception, that's the perception of Tennessee football right now. It's like, they're not bad.
Yeah.
But they're not on that Georgia, Texas, LSU soon-to-be level, which, may or may not be fair. But I just wonder, man, are you sliding into a malaise? Since was 2024 the peak? Was 2022/2024 the peak of the Heupel era? He looked good shotgunning that beer the other night, but he's going to have to step it up big time.
Well, and this goes back to the Danny White conversation we had at the top of the show, whereas like everything is, can be complained about outside of the football stadium and what's going on and all the other stuff. But if Josh Heupel, only gets like 7 wins isn't good enough for people here. 8 wins probably isn't even good enough for a lot of people around here, even with this schedule. So even like an 8-4 season, that's when you're going to start to see the disapproval with not just Josh Heupel, but also with Danny White.
I just feel like 8-4 would be, man, that'd be pretty good for this year.
Yeah, but would most people see it that way though?
Depends on how it plays out, how we lose the.
Not all 8-4s were created equal.
They're not.
I gotta say, the more and more I talk to people, and the more like other podcasts I'll listen to that cover Tennessee football, et cetera, it sure feels like there's a momentum swing, at least in people's belief that this is about the quarterback.
Yeah,
that it's Faison Brandon and not GMAC.
Well, again, not all 8-4s are created equal. If it's 8-4 and Faison is flashed enough, first of all, I think 8-4 would be, it's a fine season. Again, we're not like, that should not be the goal here. But if it's 8-4 and you've got a freshman quarterback who's coming back to you guys, the next year, and he's flashed and he's looked good, and you can feel reasonably assured that he's going to take a big jump from his freshman to sophomore year, I think you'd have to be satisfied with that.
I would be. I agree.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it is all quarterback play, and it feels like it's more focused on the quarterback than we have been over the past couple of years, because we didn't know what we were going to get from Joey Aguilar, but we knew he was going to be the one playing. We knew Nico was going to be the one playing, and we had high hopes for him. The year before, we knew Hendon was going to be the one playing.
Well, and then that's where I think, we talk about Josh Heupel's kind of on the line right now. I still think that I don't, unless this year is like catastrophically bad, I don't see him like getting fired. But man, you go into season 7 and you have someone like Faison Brandon, and he happens to show out, and he's going into the second year in Heupel's, tutelage in 27. Then I think, if you don't improve the record, then there's something to answer to.
You think he needs to get more? We need to get more active in the portal and football, because I feel like Rick's making him and not look bad, but
football and basketball are a little bit different.
I would agree.
But I think that there is something to be said. Like you just got to be smart with the way you spend your money, man. You can't be spending all your money on guys that are going to ride the sideline. Like we have two quarterbacks that we're paying a lot of money, and we're not really expecting either of them to be massively productive this season.
Yeah.
Like,
coming
I'm
on
sorry.
the heels of giving another quarterback an astounding amount of money that we never really got a payoff from.
If you're paying anybody on your team, quarterback or punter, 7 figures, they should be not only a starter for you, they should be very, very productive.
Yeah, like Gillespie and Chaz and Dalton, those guys were.
Now, the productivity remains to be seen, but GBO Kyle Beach reminds us, because we've talked about this before, we took, this is a high watermark for Heupel,
21
right?
transfers.
21 transfers out of the portal this year.
Yeah, and he was in the single digits in both 2025 and 24. So he was, I mean, this is as active as Josh Heupel pretty much could have possibly been. And he landed everything he needed besides the quarterback he might have wanted.
Did you see where Ohio State sent the entire staff to go see David Gabriel George?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I noticed when they're talking about when Ohio State's visiting him, he's 5-star running back Gabriel George. When Tennessee, it's 4-star running back. It's the weirdest damn thing ever.
According to who?
Yeah.
I haven't noticed that.
No.
I haven't noticed anybody calling this kid a 4-star.
Well, he got bumped down to 4-star.
DGG did?
I'm pretty sure.
Not that I've seen.
It was recent.
If we don't get him, is that meltdown worthy? See, in the age of the transfer portal, if this were 5 years ago, I would say, yeah, kids at Chattanooga, Baylor, you need a running back. You can't let this kid out of your state. You got to go get him. This day and age, it's a big recruit. Like, I think he's a game changer.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's oh my God, Heupel can't recruit. He can't close the deal anymore. I don't think it's personality. But if the kid wants to go to Ohio State and make a ton of money, and, it's not like we can outspend Ohio State, really. We beat them go figure, we beat them for the guy who's got vertigo and homesickness, but they might get the running back in our own backyard.
Well, I feel like it's different with this recruit because especially now because of the transfer portal, there are very few recruits that can come in and start being productive their first year on campus. And that's what this kid looks like. Like, he is someone, it's a position of need, and he is talented enough to show up on day one and win that job.
No, that's a good point. Because running back is a position where it's like, I know there's more to it than just turn and hand him the ball. He's got blocking assignments and whatever.
He's going to know how to pass block in this offense.
But I think there is a level of David Gabriel George. If you haven't seen him play, there is a level of, this is a man-child, and there's a level of Jamal Lewis here where I'm not saying that he is Jamal Lewis, but when you get a player like that as a freshman and he doesn't know the blocking schemes, you change the play calling so that you can get him on the field because he is that good that you can give him the ball and he can do things that other running backs just simply cannot do.
But he'd be the best running back or most highly touted since
Hurd.
Yeah.
What about Bright? Well, yeah, Hurd was after, I guess, Bryce Brown.
Yeah. So it would be a big one, but these guys are committing earlier and earlier. Like, the thing I've heard is that he's probably going to do something this summer.
Well, the tentative dates to know is that he will be visiting Ohio State first at the end of the month. I believe that's May 29th. Then that week after, he's coming to Tennessee for a visit. And then I think he's going to either Georgia or Ole Miss the week after. So if those are the only official visits he takes, he might commit in June or July before fall camp.
Yeah, I mean, most of these guys come off the board, so to speak, before the season begins because they want to reserve their spot. So we'll see. Hopefully Tennessee can reel him in. 865-966-3435 is your number. If you want to call in, give us your thoughts on Tennessee's offseason as we head into the offseason. 966-3435, your number to get on board. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Tony Basilio, the official voice of the common fan, is now on Fan Run Radio. Fan Run Radio. Tony Basilio, weekdays from 11 to 1. Be there.
Attention local businesses. Are you looking for a powerful way to reach your customers? Want to get your message heard by thousands right here in our community? Then it's time to advertise on Fan Run Radio. Radio advertising works. It's affordable, effective, and gets results fast. Whether you run a restaurant, a retail shop, or a service-based business, we'll help you craft the perfect message to bring in more customers. With listeners tuning in every day, your business will stay top of mind. And the best part is, it's easier than ever to get started right now. Don't wait. Boost your brand and grow your business today. Email me at russell@fanrunsportsgroup.com or just DM me on Facebook or Twitter to learn more.
Your Knoxville Smokies are back home all this week, and we've got the best promotions, like kicking off the week with Cinco de Mayo. Then all-you-can-eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, and this weekend, get to the ballpark early on Friday and get your free camo replica jersey. Love gum? Well, good. It's Big League Chew Night on Saturday with post-game fireworks, and we're celebrating Mom on Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Woo! What a week. Reserve your seats now at smokiesbaseball.com.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Where are the best ribs in the Volunteer State? Rickard Ridge. Who has the best barbecue catering packages in East Tennessee? Rickard Ridge. And where's the most beautiful setting to enjoy a meal with family and friends? Rickard Ridge. Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Just a quick ride up I-75, take exit 134, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is on your left, just inside Cove Lake State Park.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where?
a.m. online at fanrunradio.com and on your free Fan Run app this afternoon. A variety of ways for you to experience the program as we discuss the issues of the day, as is our wont here on Fan Run. I see where the AI has gotten so indistinguishable that even Grok now, you see an image on your timeline, you're like, that can't be real. So you tip on it and wait for somebody who is subscribes to say, hey, Grok, is this real? Then you click on that and it says, no, that's not real. And you're like, I knew that.
Grok's getting got.
Well, this one says this is clearly AI generated. Grok responds, modern AI images can be virtually indistinguishable from real ones, making a definitive call tough from visuals alone. That said, this one has some tells, slightly off hand placement, fingers, overly symmetrical posing.
It's always the fingers.
But even Grok is like, I don't know. Could be.
So I shouldn't believe this one that just got posted by Code Orange. It said Sabrina Carpenter and Tennessee quarterback George McIntyre are reportedly dating.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that one.
Walker says there's a better chance of me starting the Monaco Formula One race driving for Ferrari than George has with Sabrina.
Who is Sabrina Carpenter?
Some pop pop idol.
Yeah, she's like the biggest pop star, one of the biggest pop stars in America and in the world right now.
Man, am I just that old?
Yep.
I've never heard of her until now.
That's you need to get to work, man,
I'd
because
say,
I'm
are you
older
on
than
the
you,
internet?
and I'm familiar with her.
I need to get to work. Like, do I
Why?
need to delve into her?
Can you tell me
Well,
some of her
no,
songs?
I'm just saying that.
You got to be on the internet more.
Yeah, that's all. Just
Fuck, he's on the internet quite a bit.
Yeah, I've tried to be
I
on
am
the
as
internet
well.
less.
You got to get to different corners of the internet. You got to spread out on the internet.
Yeah.
I feel like the dark corners where I lurk are my speed.
Sometimes you can just, peek your head into a different room and see what's going on.
Yeah, that's all.
I was hoping last night, not to be too dark about it, but if Iran was ever going to strike back,
right?
Just give them the coordinates to whatever that Met Gala was.
Is that Manhattan?
Oh, those people. You talk about out of touch. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Sounding awfully close to what you accuse me of being all the time.
What?
Like, basically, you call me a communist.
I feel like those were the communists. Like they're all trying to make.
Last night?
Yes.
Well,
No.
Joe Burrow is not a
That's
communist.
Jeff Bezos, and that's capitalism run amok is what happened up there.
Here we go.
What are you talking about? Here we go. I'm just stating facts.
Capitalism run amok, eh? I mean, all I saw was it the first transgender quadriplegic African American? Like, it's just somebody,
She was. They were a model. They're a model. They're suffering from cerebral palsy.
Don't pretend like you didn't see that.
I
Come on
didn't
now.
see that. The only thing I saw from the Met Gala is that Timothy Chalamet was not there, and Joe Burrow still looks good.
I thought that was real. That weird. That's what I was doing during the top four when you all said I wasn't paying attention. That was what? That text
Not paying
you sent?
attention.
So you weren't?
I was looking at a tweet Russ sent me. I thought that was like AI.
So
I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, that one, and then I saw like some other actress was like walking around with a dollar bill like taped to her face so she couldn't see. It's like, oh yeah, that's a real,
It's real edgy.
great
there.
artistic expression.
It's a rendition, and I'm not saying I applaud it. It's a rendition of some painting that from centuries ago.
Hey, Bob?
Yeah.
You ever been to the Met Gala?
No.
Little pause there, Bob.
You lying, Bob? We'll hook you up to the fan run lie detector or the drive lie detector
I
machine.
can say
Bob went to the Met Gala with Stern in 1997.
They got thrown out.
He was dressed as a swan with golden shekels taped to his eyelids. He was making a very artistic statement about
tell you one
the
thing.
evils of modern capitalism.
You ain't gonna see anybody urinating out on the runway. over
I
there.
know they're not real. They're not real Americans like me. Real men pee in their backyard freely every day, no matter how cold. Oh man, you ever go outside and urinate in the backyard when it's like 12 degrees
No,
outside?
I don't do it when it's that cold.
Oh, it's the best.
So is the Kid Rock tour, that thing he does, is that kind of like the Hillbilly Met Gala?
What?
Kind of.
Hillbilly
I don't know.
Met
I'm not
Gala.
familiar with it.
McClure went last year at Greenback.
Oh, I
that's
think I remember
that's
talking about
that's
this.
not a Met Gala at all.
No.
That's Darwin's waiting room is what that is.
Christ, Bob.
So the New York Met Gala, is too overtly capitalistic for you.
Well, no, I nothing. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, it's a billionaire ball.
They're
Run
all-
by one of the richest men in the world last year, Jeff Bezos.
Who?
I think that's Bezos.
Yeah.
I don't care. The dude that started off selling books out of his garage, and now he's our overlord.
He's jacked too.
I'm sure he is. He's probably on
Good
the
for him.
trend.
Climax right here.
This always reminds me of Hunt for Red October.
Oh, it always reminds you. Every time you listen to it, it reminds you.
Just puts a smile on his face.
Before major sporting events, when you stand up at attention.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is like literally
How
one of your
painful
dumbest
was
gags ever.
how painful was that miniseries for you to watch Chernobyl?
It wasn't. I love that miniseries. That one's scary. These two, Russ was too young, and he was just a gleam in his daddy's eye. But like when you realize how close we came to like destroying half the planet.
We?
Yes, the human race, nuclear power. Yes. Was it two? I mean, it doesn't make many people.
It wasn't us. It wasn't us.
We've never had a Chernobyl or Fukushima.
Well, we've come close.
We've 3 Mile Island, a little blip on the radar. It's nothing.
They don't allow cancer cluster studies in that area. Government doesn't.
It's not uninhabitable.
No, but
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't live there.
Extraordinary
But
amount of people got cancer out of that deal. 3 Mile Island. We've had others that were close. Our designs are better over here than that reactor. We've got a similar reactor out in Oak Ridge.
Hey, man, I'm all for it.
I mean, it hadn't been turned on. I mean, it's completely mothballed now.
Anything that gets us off the oil train.
We ain't getting off that.
Well, I mean,
voluntarily.
Not with your kind out there protesting the nuclear.
Nope.
I've always said, look, I mean, you're either going to we're going to poison ourselves slowly over time with the fossil fuels. We're going to do it quick, one fell swoop with the nukes. I've always been a rip the Band-Aid off the guy, man. Go for it. I don't want to die slowly over the time.
On a serious note,
who's not being serious?
You'd rather your DNA just shred?
Yeah, this is the most serious. Come on, Bob. This is the most serious conversation. We were talking about the world's energy crisis.
Yeah.
You want to pivot back to?
No, I was actually going to say, well, we're talking about what could kill us. There was a piece on John Oliver's show on HBO the other night about kratom.
What the hell is it? Kratom. Is that like gas station heroin?
Yep, that's exactly what they called it too. It's wild, man, because they were talking about it a lot of places. You go in and you get it in a bag, and it's got like a Sharpie naming what it is, what strain it is, and I mean I've always wondered about it because I see and it's always at gas stations, right?
Yeah. If it's not, I mean, other than like over the counter, like known American, like Tylenol, Excedrin, stuff like. I don't advise taking medicine in unmarked baggies or marked baggies with Sharpie from a gas station.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's gotten to the point now where I mean they've ruined drugs. To be quite honest, do they trust anything?
What's wrong with the new drugs?
And I'm sure I didn't recall it properly. It was called like OH or something like that, or HO. That's another thing. And that is supposedly got serious through lines to morphine. So
what's that called? You say
it was either OH or
Ho or O.
I think O.
You can buy it over the counter.
Yeah.
It sounds like a job for our new intern. Hey, take this. Tell us if it's any good or not. Tell us if it's safe. If he dies, we won't take it.
I mean,
they've ruined drugs, huh, Bear?
What's wrong with drugs now, Bear?
I mean, everything's got damn fentanyl in it. You can't trust anything anymore. I got a buddy who waits. If they're doing something crazy and he lets his friend go first. I swear to God.
That's a real friend right there. He'll let you be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
So you're wistful for the days when you could go to your friendly neighborhood drug dealer and buy a dime bag out the back window.
Well, no, I mean, that is the one thing. I mean, it's changed.
Now, at least you're buying it in a reputable business. I mean, maybe the guardrails aren't in place yet, but you're buying it. You're not getting in the car with a stranger at 2 a.m.
Yeah, you're not
Granger
driving
County
to the roughest part of town and having to sit down and talk to somebody. I mean, when you go to California, you just walk in the store and you just get,
And it's like things have really improved in California too since they've legalized everything. Like the streets are clean, prices have come down. Like it's a real, everybody's just flocking to live there.
Well, I mean, they've got it in New York and California. I mean, California's got some other problems they're dealing with, but New York, it's hideous. Like you can't walk on a street without smelling it up there. It's the point of, it's just gross. You don't smell it in Central Park though. They will flat out take your ass to jail if you get busted doing it there.
I was watching a I don't know what they were talking about. It was Rogan, that thing he does with Mark Normand and Ari Shaffir. You know him, the comic.
Yeah.
And Ari was talking about something that used to be legal that you bought it at a gas store and smoked it. I don't know. It was something that was like weed, but not weed.
Spice?
I don't think so. That was the stuff the honey badger smoked, right?
Yeah, and what's the kid that played for us that murdered his stepdad?
Jansen Jackson. Yeah. And the Kimdichie guy who jumped through the window at the hotel.
Yeah, from Ole Miss.
That stuff will make you go crazy.
It's basically bath salts.
Ari said he smoked this stuff and like went on a trip. He said like it was like he lived 6 months. He had like a job. He was underwater. He had a job. This is his hallucination, right? He had a job and like a hallucinatory girlfriend for 6 months.
Right.
In his head. But really it was just like
5 minutes,
10, 15 minutes. Yeah.
He was just laying drooling on somebody's couch.
But he said like it really messed him up because when he came back, like he missed.
I never understood people that did all that fake stuff. Why would you choose to do that? Because I had somebody offer to me. I was like, I'm not, why would I want that?
You're all about the real stuff?
Well, the real stuff, you won't end up on the side of an interstate in Florida biting somebody's face off. Might go,
I don't know,
chest deep into the
That seems pretty real to me.
Yeah.
I mean, when you come to running naked through the traffic into, oncoming headlights and everything, say what you will. That's a real experience.
Yeah.
As opposed to just, being plastered to your couch and eating a gallon of ice cream.
Oh, it sounds delicious, honestly.
I'm hearing from another fan run personality who remained nameless. K2, H-Bomb, and Salvia tried them all back in the day. We did it because they let us buy it at 15.
I wonder who this could be.
Who could this possibly be?
Gee, I have no idea, Bear. Such an open-ended question. Coming up, hour number 3 of the program. We get the top 5 at 5. Set up the NBA playoffs tonight.
Oh,
wait, you're going to talk NBA? I love it.
It's probably about time. I mean, we're in the conference semifinals, right? It's usually about the time I start to.
Some good games going on tonight. Some great games. One good game last night.
We're going to have to endure if the Knicks keep winning. Good God. Like the morning shows, the network morning shows, everybody's like.
They're all New York fans.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Good story.
It's good. The Knicks being good is good for the NBA.
It certainly is.
When's the last time they won a championship? 1970s?
Yep. Phil Jackson.
Yep. Willis Reed, DeBusschere, that whole team.
Got close a couple times with Ewing.
They did.
They should have made
close, but no cigar.
I mean, if Tyrese Halliburton's shot doesn't bounce straight up last year, they probably do make the conference finals or the finals.
It's a game of inches, Walker Smith. It's a game of inches.
Yep.
Quick timeout. The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Hour number 3. Coming up.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Tuesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning in to The Drive. We start our third and final hour, as always, with a look at today's sports news. We call it the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by ECR Total Landscapes. Walkman, hit it.
At number 1, Tennessee baseball has a midweek game today as Presbyterian College comes to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Nick Abraham will get the start on the mound, and first pitch is at 6 p.m. and is streaming on SEC Network Plus.
You missed a great opportunity. Just to say, blue hose.
I was going to leave that to you.
See if we're wearing the pinstripes. Nick Abraham gets the ball first.
Don't see a lineup yet.
Starts at 6, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can't afford to lose any of these. I mean, we're hanging by a thread.
I mean, that would be the final.
Is it 6 or 6:30?
Insult.
I've seen 6.
Okay.
It is 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, doesn't look like lineups are out. We will let you know as soon as we know something. As soon as UT enlightens us. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing we haven't fallen victim to is the dreaded midweek minefield. Are we tempting the wrath of the whatever high top thing, even bringing this up? Yeah, probably. We'll knock on wood, whatever. But, I mean, come on. It's the Presbyterian Blue Hose. You should be able to go out there and hammer these guys. And then you get ready for a visit from Texas. Jim Schlossnagel coming to town. Huge series. Huge.
At number 2, as Tennessee is locked in a recruiting battle with Ohio State and other SEC teams for Baylor 5-star running back David Gabriel George's The Buckeyes made a bold move for the coveted prospect this week. According to a report from Letterman Row's Mick Walter, the Buckeyes' entire offensive coaching staff went to Baylor School to pay Gabriel Georges a visit on Monday and is set to visit them again later in May, with a visit to Tennessee shortly after.
Yes, it's wistful is the word of the day. I will miss. Yeah, there's the starting lineup. Talk about it later. I will miss the heated football recruiting battle, man. I mean, that was one of my favorite things through the years of, especially local or in-state players. You know, you hear about guys coming up as juniors and where's he going to go, and you follow it for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. The first recruiting battle I remember following was Peyton Manning. And I just remember being so stunned that, Tennessee actually got him. I know others go back further, but, I mean, through the years, there have been some good ones. T. Martin, Casey Clausen. The quarterbacks always hit a little bit different, but Jalen Hurd, the knockdown, drag out a couple of years ago, in-state guys. Remember Khalil McKenzie? Well, he wasn't in-state, but ties to the program. Josh Malone, Jalen Reeves-Maben from the mid-state, more recent high-stakes recruiting battles. The ones you lose, man. Tim Couch, epic recruiting battle.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Oh, I mean, it's all anybody talked about around here for 2 years. It was Tim Couch, and
I supposed to be Peyton's heir, right?
Yeah, and T. Martin was the consolation prize. I think that's correct. I have to go back and see if the years match up.
Pretty good for us.
Yeah, we were in scramble mode when we didn't get Couch, and I remember we went after Ben Leard, who went to Auburn, and T. Martin, and we got T, and yeah, it worked out really well.
At number 3, Tennessee softball pitcher Carlin Pickens has been selected with the number 1 overall pick by the Carolina Blaze in the 2026 AUSL draft earlier this week. The 2-time SEC Pitcher of the Year this spring received one of 17 golden tickets, designating her as a draftee.
Golden ticket.
And the senior from Weaverville, North Carolina, will be heading back to her home state to begin her pro career.
You ever seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Which one?
I've seen the original one.
It's Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's Charlie? Oh, that's Johnny Depp. That was a good one, too.
Timothy Chalamet apparently had one, too.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't. The Johnny Depp one was good.
I love that.
But
It was weird.
It was very Tim Burton-esque.
Yes. Love Tim Burton. What were we talking about? Oh, softball?
Carlin Pickens went number 1.
So they had the draft while the season's still going?
Yeah.
That's weird. It's actually kind of cool.
I mean, baseball draft is in what?
July,
kind of right after.
That would be cool if they did have the draft right now, and you go into the postseason and it's here's Tegan Coons taken in the first round by the Mariners or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that would be cool because maybe if the time works out, some of these guys that go straight from high school to the draft could maybe play for a year and then go to the draft if they change some things around. It would be interesting to play around with, but it's cool. I think I saw a list. There are 6 volunteers across all sports that have gone number 1 overall in any sport.
Oh, really?
I think so.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a bit of a debate over
Tom Boerwinkle. Wasn't he number 1 overall back in the 70s to the Bulls? Who are the other? Peyton.
Yeah, I've lost it, of course. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I got it. Yep. So you have Candace Parker in 2008. Jamaica Holtzclaw in 99. Dena Head in 97. Dina. Peyton Manning, obviously.
Now, hold on. What's the last one?
There are 2 more, right?
There's Carlin Pickens and 1 more.
See if Russ can pull this one.
I don't know if you'll be able to get this one.
It's not Boerwinkle?
No. Long time ago.
Football.
Long time ago. Football. Doug Atkins?
Nope.
Earlier?
Doug Atkins is one of the best football players we ever produced, so I think.
It's football?
Yep.
Yeah.
earlier than Doug Atkins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get it, but
Probably not.
You know the person.
Bob Johnson.
Nope.
No.
Gene McCaver.
No.
Bobby Dodd.
Nope.
No.
Am I in the right era? Leather helmet days?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna be
Bob Fox.
No.
Jimmy Fox.
No.
That
talk
guy's
about
name.
him quite a bit.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beatty Feathers.
No.
Talk about John Majors?
No.
Johnny Majors. What?
Hank Loricella?
No.
We talk about him quite a bit.
Would you like
His
the
name
year?
comes up on the show.
Yeah, what's the year?
1940.
So right before the war. Is a football player? His name comes up on the show quite a bit.
It's come up.
I don't think quite a bit might be a stretch.
Yeah, I'd say not quite.
What position?
Over the years, it's come up. If I tell you what position, you're going to get it.
Mad.
No, I'll find the position.
Well, that's kicker.
Is a
kicker.
He kicked.
He's listed as a fullback, quarterback, and halfback on Wikipedia.
Kicker.
But he also kicker. Well, that had a really good way. He coached
Gus
kick-
the kicking mule. Oh! George Cafago?
Yeah.
Was number 1 overall?
He was.
Good for him.
And there's been a debate over whether Luke Hochaver was number 1 overall pick.
Is he
And
not?
they're saying
It's
he's
a debate there.
Well, I thought he
It's like a
was.
supplemental draft or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Not the first
Came
thing.
out-
It was
yeah.
supplemental draft. You know.
Okay.
There you go.
Good one. I like it.
Congrats, Carlin Pickens.
Good for Carlin.
Is that number 5?
And
No.
George Cafago. Come on.
George
Yeah,
Cafago.
we've talked about him recently.
I got to get you Russ Bebb's classic books, The Big Orange, which covers Tennessee football from its inception to about 1965, 1970, somewhere in there. And then the companion book, Vols, which goes from whenever the first one ended up to, I think, 1993.
It's good stuff.
Did you get to meet Russ Bebb?
No.
At number 4, the second 2 conference semifinal series get started tonight in the NBA playoffs. Cavaliers will play the top-seeded Pistons in the East in Detroit at 7 p.m., with the Lakers heading to Oklahoma City to take on the heavily favored Thunder at 8:30 p.m. Both games will be on NBC's networks and on Peacock.
I got to pull this up. I
The,
was thinking about
the Thunder have played the Lakers like 4 times this season, and their average margin of victory
It's not going to be close.
it's 29 points.
Really?
I was looking at it.
so Thunder are going to bludgeon
Well,
the Lakers.
There's
would
no
think
Luka,
so.
too.
Yeah.
They don't have their
I love
best
it.
player.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Reeves
hope, I
back?
hope they get swept.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played
Austin
last
Reeves is
game.
playing, but it's not good.
I want to watch all the. I want to
LeBron
watch
stands.
LeBron pout and all the LeBron apologists. He can't do it all by himself.
They already got their win this
Shea Gilgeous
postseason.
Alexander, that's a winner.
Those guys will be.
Favorite Cleveland Cavaliers, Bob?
Ah,
Of all time?
Yeah.
is it LeBron James?
No.
I've not been paying attention.
Craig Elo and Mark Price for me is where it all starts.
You know who really surprised me and turned out to be a really good pro for a short period of time, and he was a Cav, was Brad Daugherty.
I was going to say Brad Daugherty and Larry Nance.
Yeah.
Doherty's Mr. NASCAR
Yep.
now.
Yep.
He's just a good old boy Hick from North Carolina.
He retired early.
Like Michael
actually.
Jordan.
Just didn't have
Those
the love
guys
for the game.
love their racing over there in North
Was it
Carolina.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas?
Yes.
I liked him.
And then
And Anderson Varejao.
Delonte West, who
Yeah.
is now like close to death.
Kyrie played on those
He's my
championship teams.
He's my favorite. Is Kyrie Irving.
I thought
He
it
was
played
the
on
other
those
guy,
teams. He's just incredible.
Yeah. Kyrie, in my opinion, was who won that game 7 for Cleveland.
He hit the
against
shot.
Golden
Oh,
State.
yeah, that was
He
sick.
hit the shot.
Yeah.
Kevin Love on
Kevin Love.
Kevin
Oh,
Love
that's a
is
good one.
great. Real fundamental basketball player.
Real gym rat.
Yeah,
Just gave you everything you had. Just
truly
lunch pail kind of guy, huh?
great rebounder, exceptional passer. Had
Smart.
some post moves.
Smart player.
Stand up guy.
guys made a lot of money playing basketball.
Yes.
You know, Kevin Love is a nephew of Beach Boys, Mike
Yeah.
Love.
Mike Love.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool. So I really don't know any Cavaliers before.
Any other Cavs?
Like 2010.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. Favorite Cleveland Cavaliers.
Who was on the team that Jordan hit the shot against?
That was Craig Elo.
Yeah.
Craig Elo. Who was guarding him?
Craig Elo.
Was it Craig Elo that was guarding him?
Yeah. I mean,
so
what? I mean, of all the Jordan moments, to me, that's the most iconic. I mean,
that one,
yeah, the shot over Brian Russell and all that stuff, but the shot to win that playoff series at '89, where he does the jump thing, and you see Elo in the background just collapse.
That's cool.
And then there's a local TV reporter who comes out. You got to look this up on YouTube. It's hysterical. The guy like runs out on the court. He has no business being on the court.
Oh, and like
shoves a microphone in Jordan's face, and he's like, "Michael, you stuck it!" And Jordan
in the documentary.
He's like, "Yeah."
It's in The Last Dance. It's
so
it's
good.
Such a funny interview. That's good.
The interviewer just completely unprepared to ask an intelligent question. Jordan completely unprepared to give a intelligence response.
He's exhausted, can barely speak.
Yeah.
My favorite. I don't even know if it was a playoff. The one where he's like, he's took flight at like the foul line, and it looks like he's still going. Everybody's just looking up at him.
There's
flying in from the dunk.
There's that one, and then the one in the first finals they won against the Lakers where he switched hands through the lane.
Yeah.
And
That's
of course,
an iconic
the one against the Blazers, and he's going off in the first quarter and gives the shoulder shrug.
That's the one. Obviously, like games, his flu game is one of the most legendary games ever played from him.
Yeah, the shot over Brian Russell.
I mean, yeah, that's the one that is awesome. That's the thing. It's just insane.
Listener Shane Short's another Cav that we forgot about, Mike Miller.
Mike Miller.
He played for the Cavs.
Yeah.
Mike Miller.
I consider him more of a Magic and a Grizzly, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Is Mike Conley still playing with the boys on the morning show?
He's on the roster.
You talked about this like 2 weeks ago.
He's on the roster. He doesn't really play much at this point.
He's played a lot for the Timberwolves in this playoff series. He played like 20-plus minutes in the Game 6 they beat Denver in to advance in the series.
He's like legit like your age, isn't he, Russ?
Who's that?
Conley.
Mike Conley.
He's younger than Russ.
No.
Not by much.
Was
man.
it? He was on the team the Odin team,
yeah,
right?
He was
that beat
team.
us.
Yes.
About 6 years old.
It will be, if he plays next year, he'll have been in the NBA for 20 years.
His dad was an Olympic athlete, right?
Huh.
Track and field.
Yeah. He was a long jumper, I think.
He was. Mike Conley Sr.
Athletic
See the
genius.
guy that jumped over the bus? Was that thing like they had a bus that was buried and the guy he like jumped over it?
The SEC guy. He was an athlete out of Arkansas.
It's another thing, as long as we're being wistful, talking about the good old days. Remember the track rivalries you used to have in the 90s? Remember the race they had between Michael Johnson and Donovan Bailey?
Yes.
I don't know who either of those two people are.
Michael Johnson's one of the probably the best like middle distance hurdler.
Yeah. No, he was just a sprinter. But in the 90s,
you're thinking of Edwin Moses.
Edwin Moses, that's right.
In the 90s, Walker, they, being the fastest man in the world, for the 80s, that was a major thing. I guess it was with Usain Bolt as well, but
it still is.
Yeah, but
like the 100-meter dash is still the most popular event.
Michael Johnson won gold in the 200 and the 400 in the 96 Olympics. And so there was, and Donovan Bailey won the 100. And so there was like this big, who's the world's fastest man. And so they had a made for TV event. I remember it was on a Saturday afternoon and I think it was in Canada. So like it was on Donovan Bailey's home turf and they were going to run. I'm not sure if they ran the 200 or maybe they split it. It was 150 or maybe it was just the 100 or whatever. But I remember he was so excited about it and wanted Michael Johnson to win because he was American or whatever. And Donovan Bailey just blew him away. And the worst part was Michael Johnson did that thing where once he realized he wasn't going to win, my hammy, like right. He started hopping.
He pulled up.
He pulled up.
He had his golden spikes on and everything.
Yeah, he had the golden spikes
for him.
It's like, come on, dude, not like this. You can't fake an injury when you've been.
There is an all-time beaten. Rick Butler pulled off the all-time.
It was a total LeBron move. Total LeBron move, pulling up in the
pulling up lane
when you've lost the race to end all races.
Whoa.
Yep.
I'm not.
I went there.
I'm going to preface this. I am not a LeBron guy. I am not a bronze sexual. I am not that kind of guy. But LeBron is like one of the most durable athletes that.
But he's also a serial flopper.
Everyone
and
is
an
a serial
excuse maker. And, no, not everyone.
Yeah, almost everyone is a serial flopper in the NBA.
I think you are a LeBron-sexual.
I'm not. I'm not.
Do you have a kicker for us to end this while we
I do. Do we want it?
Stagger down memory lane
It's
here.
top 5 at 5.
All right, we'll do it. At number 5, a wacky strongman believes he has become the first person in the world to pull a car with his genitals while on fire.
Whoa! wait, what? Okay.
On
a lot going on there.
And he insists the insane stunt was a bid to raise awareness for prostate cancer.
Oh, yeah, of course.
John Stevenson, 50 years old, hauled a 2-ton French police car 131 feet along a residential street using his manhood after being set ablaze. Using a tow rope, Stevenson was able to pull the car along the road, and despite admitting it hurt quite a bit, the dad of 3 said everything was still intact after everything.
Imagine, was his manhood on fire, or was he just like he on fire in general?
He was on fire.
Where?
They lit his body on fire?
Apparently, yeah.
Then how was the stuff attached to his genitals? I'd be afraid
with a tow rope.
Okay.
So his junk's just hanging out and there's flames.
Tie a knot around it or something? I mean, what are we talking about?
what hurt? The yanking from pulling the car with his junk, or the fact it was on fire?
I would assume it all hurt.
It'd have to be a harness of some sort, wouldn't you think?
I don't know. I didn't look too closely.
Civil engineer Bear.
But you did look.
There's a picture.
Well, you're gonna tie a rope around it, Bob, huh? You're gonna have a harness to distribute the forces.
He used a tow rope. Phil, I mean, if you use a harness, feels like that defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do.
Oh my God. That is
Hey, you guys asked for it.
I'm glad we did.
Channeling your inner Jace Brown. It was something really weird.
Excuse me while I whip
that's
this
not
out.
Honestly, I mean, there's
much weirder.
There's many levels of weirdness there. The fact that he's like, okay, well, this is not enough that you've tied this to my junk. Also, light me on fire. It's like, give me a break.
Are we tying it to the twig or berries?
I believe it was
root. And
it was
stem.
the twig.
Big dog.
So was he hurting from the fire, or was he hurting from yanking the car?
Probably both, Bear.
Yeah.
I assume both.
I'm sure. You're the one who brought this story here.
No,
I've got questions,
is he walking backwards and just kind of hauling it, or is it wrapping around his side and he's just going forward?
He's using that hip a little bit to take some of the pressure
I'm gonna
off.
let me go find the story.
Right on cue. Big Dog in West Tennessee on the live chat says, I bet he peed outside while he pulled it.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
That's just.
All right.
I mean,
Bear, this was the.
What would it have to be to get you to? Wow.
Describe for us what you're seeing, Bear, please.
It looks kind of like a fluorescent green toe strap, and then some type of contraption that would fit over his junk.
I mean, like this is. I'm
and
more
this
confused
guy
now.
looks. This guy looks like
there's no
who
harness.
you would expect.
No, I
would agree to do this.
This guy is 50 years old.
Age is just a
Bear,
number.
my laptop is not a touchscreen.
Oh, well, it's Apple. I figured it was.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
It shows him his picture. Shows him doing it. It's
on there. Is he walking forwards or backwards?
He's walking backwards, and it's like it's this giant white contraption. You can't see anything, but it's going up to his crotch.
All right.
And then, but
that's how
you're
you
not
might
seeing.
clear that
But
up.
you're not seeing the fire, right?
No, I didn't see any fire. Like he's not wearing like those like the burn suits of stuntmen wear. Did you ever do? How much would it take for you to do something like that?
I don't know. How much do you care about raising awareness for prostate cancer?
Yeah. Not enough to tie a car to my junk.
I'd write a check
Tell you
for
what.
a couple $100 before I do that.
This guy has done. He has raised awareness for prostate cancer.
We're
doing
talking
this.
about it right here.
Exactly.
Hey, Bob, that reminds me. I'm almost finished with that series Smoke that you told me about on Apple.
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
It's good, man. It's about arsonists.
Oh, firebugs,
and
huh?
yeah, they're hunting down the arsonists. It's good.
God, I forgot all about it.
Did you guys ever go through a fire lighting stage?
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean,
Same here.
I like making fires as much as the next guy, but not
You
just
didn't go out
randomly.
with the fellas and light the woods on fire?
Yeah.
No, we
Had
didn't.
police or ambulance or fire
You
trucks
missed
get
out
called.
on a key part of adolescence, my friend.
We just start fires in a
just
fire
asked-
pit.
Yeah, Bear just asked if I'm an arson tinkerer.
I mean, I dabbled a little bit myself. I don't know when
Kids in our neighborhood did.
When we figured out that we could use my friend Charlie's older brother's can of Right Guard spray deodorant as a makeshift blowtorch.
Accelerant.
That was a fun day.
That was a turning
was a fun
point
day.
in the neighborhood firework wars.
It was good.
When we figured out that we could light multiple skyrockets with a can of Raid.
Anyway,
Can
we
that's bad.
pause for the cause real quick here, folks?
Yeah, that's.
I'll tell you, this first segment, for better or worse, is brought to you by our friends at ECR Total Landscapes, where if you call now and mention promo code FANRUN, 10% off your first month of their monthly maintenance package when you sign up for the full calendar year. That's right. Reliable, consistent service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today, 865-384-2012. Again, mention promo code FANRUN to save up to 10% off on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or just go online to ECRTotalLandscapes.com. Quick timeout, more Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tired of spending your weekends working in the yard? Let ECR Total Landscapes handle it for you. We'll take care of de-weeding your flower beds, leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more. Let us do the heavy lifting so your landscape looks great. Right now, get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you mention promo code FANRUN. Reliable service, great results, and more free time for you. Call us today at 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your smile is one of the first things people notice, so why not make it unforgettable? At Knoxville Smiles, we believe everyone deserves a smile they're proud to show off, whether it's time for a routine checkup, a professional cleaning, or something more advanced like teeth whitening or veneers. Our expert team is here for you. We use the latest technology to provide the highest quality care in a comfortable, friendly environment. At Knoxville Smiles, we don't just treat teeth, we treat people. Our goal is to make every visit as stress-free and pleasant as possible. So if you've been putting off your next dental visit, now's the perfect time to take the next step towards a healthier, brighter smile. Give us a call at 865-539-1776 to schedule your appointment. That's 865-539-1776. Or visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here.
grunge days back in the day. I saw the news come across my desk moments ago that Kurt Loder turns 81 years old today.
God, I thought you were going to tell me he died.
Oh, he's 81.
God, he was sneaky old back in the day, wasn't he?
Evidently. I remember where I
He's
was
like my mom's
when
age.
Kurt Loder came on in 93 to tell me that
Thought it
Kurt
was
Cobain
94.
had died. 94.
I remember I burnt the living crap out of my hand. I was ironing a shirt. I had the MTV on.
We were watching the same thing.
Yeah, and I was
14-year-old Russ and however old Bear.
21, 22. Anyhow, I was ironing a shirt, and I turned around, and he said it, and I turned back around, and I grabbed the whole iron from the bottom instead of I don't know. I was so spun out that Kurt had offed himself.
Iron burns, that's not good. I had for the longest time, I had a scar on my hand.
In the shape?
The triangle.
Yeah.
I like a triangle. People would be like, is that a birthmark or something? No, I burned myself with an iron 2 years ago.
That night I had to work a show at the Bijou, but if you looked at my palm, I had the circles from the steam.
Oh, God, it's awful.
Kurt Loder, 81.
Yep. The load.
He tell you what was hip, and I don't know. He was, I don't know, part of our childhood.
He always had that very matter-of-fact effect, right? That he could be talking about Stone Temple Pilots ran raging naked through the Waldorf Astoria in New York City with needles sticking out of their arms and everything, but in a very just Dan Rather type of voice.
Well, yeah, he was a true Big J. He was a hard news guy. I always felt like.
Wasn't he with Rolling Stone before MTV?
I think so. He's a giant.
Can you be a Big J? Is there really such thing as Big J rock and roll journalists? Like when you're covering a bunch of party animals, rock stars?
Him specifically, he may be one of the few, but yeah, you just said it yourself. He was a news guy. He would just read you,
That must have been a weird job for him. Growing up, wanting to be a Rolling Stone writer or something, and all of a sudden you're on MTV.
Yeah.
That's another fantastic movie, by the way.
Almost Famous.
Yeah.
Great. Put that on your list, Walker.
That is a good one.
I've heard good things about it.
He did watch The Big Lebowski.
I'm a golden god. Remember that? That was a
Well, that's what. Yeah, he nicked that from Robert Plant at the Riot House in L.A.
That's just your opinion, man.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. There's a beverage here. New stuff has come to light.
So
We're privy to the new stuff. Donovan Mitchell, former Cav. Shout out to Greg in the text box with that one.
He's still a Cav.
How about Matthew Dellavedova? Deli.
There is a
Deli
name.
God.
Where did he play college?
St. Mary's.
That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
He was an Aussie. They bring in a lot of Australians.
J.R. Smith.
Has
One of the great memes.
I just read where
great
J.R.
moments.
Smith is lobbying to become the athletic director at North Carolina A&T.
Wasn't he trying to become a professional golfer?
Yeah, he's searching for his
post basketball.
We call that
to do.
we call that looking for your why. Basically,
being a pro golfer would be awesome.
Yeah.
Looking for your why?
Yeah, seriously, that's you're like
Is that Simon Sinek?
I don't know
Who calls it that?
I've just
it's one of those corporate kind of who moved my cheese,
Yeah,
think big and grow rich type things.
Oh,
not the letter Y, W-H-Y.
W-H-Y. No, I get it.
Yeah.
What's your why, Bear?
Making sure you get on the air
Why,
at 3
why
o'clock
do you
every day.
snicker at that, Bob? I'm trying to figure out what
Bear is
drives. What is the driving force?
Bear is
Fight
my
against
why
capitalism.
every day. Like
Bear is your why?
Yeah, like why?
Why?
Why is he doing that? No, when you get up,
I'm not the one who opened the show talking about taking a whiz in front of the neighbors.
You spring
That's
up out
your boy
of
over there, Mr. Hard. I want to do a sports show guy.
Yeah,
Mr. I wanted to.
that's pretty good.
Hey, man.
Wow.
When nature calls, I answer.
Yeah.
I don't hesitate.
You also don't hesitate to attribute all the bad stuff that happens on the show at my feet. but I've got big, broad shoulders. I'll take it on. Most of it is my fault, I'll admit. Sometimes I'm not the most conscientious employee of the radio station.
That's mighty big of you.
That's good.
They say acceptance is the first step.
That's what they say.
I just one time in our would love for you to just take just a small piece
of accountability. You want me to
accountability.
take accountability?
Yeah.
You find that obnoxious when other people
That's what
don't
he
take
does
responsibility for their mistakes. You find that to be hypocritical of me, huh?
Bob,
Okay.
Mom and Dad are fighting again.
Yeah, no kidding.
Baseball lineup is out. Is he all right?
No,
Do we need to call somebody? Wright, Grimmer, Ford, Grinlinger, Chapman hitting 5th, Clark hitting 6th, Blaine Brown 7th, Manny Marin 8th, Stone Lawless 9th. I told Shump earlier, I don't think there's many other buttons that Elander can push at this point. I mean, I might quibble with a guy here or there, kind of like to move Levi Clark a little bit up more into the heart of the order, but
How many games you guys think Vitello was worth? What's our record if he's still here?
I think we win 2 or 3 more.
I was going to say we might be we're 11-13 in conference. We might be,
but that's the difference between where we're at now, fighting to make it and fighting to host.
No, I get it, but I'm saying might be 13-11. But that would make a world of difference. There's like 7 or 8 teams still separated by just like 2 games.
Absolutely, I think we'd be ranked, and I think it's just, this is not. I'm not trying to come off on Josh Elander, but I feel like just having that steady hand. I mean, it's a confidence thing.
I still argue that I think Frank is more valuable. The loss of Frank was more impactful than the loss of Tony.
Oh, no way.
I
no
think
way.
So.
I mean,
Frank's a pretty big
Tony's
loss.
the guy. Yeah,
Tony's the guy.
No, but what I'm saying is
the other part of it is we also lost Elander as our hitting coach. Now that he's
I guess what I'm saying is that I feel like if Elander had that guy to lean on, like Frank, because whoever this pitching coach is, man, is not. It ain't working.
Well, I don't. You say that, but like if you look at a lot of the stats in there, Tennessee's top 15 nationally in ERA and WHIP, walks per 9 innings. Like it's the hitting that is that's very average. Remember before the season, we had Elander on and we asked him like what stats he's looking at, and he cited you want to be 350 or higher in on base percentage. Mm-hmm. And I think it's like under 3 walks per 9 innings.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they're at walks per 9 innings, but I looked at on base percentage in SEC play only today, and it was like 329.
It's
just, so we're not hitting it, man. We're not getting on base at the clip and not hitting the ball out of the yard. The thing that makes it so hard is I was reading a thing about, Georgia. They're pretty close to locking up, barring a collapse. They're probably going to win the league championship this year. And they're like where we used to be. Number 1 in home runs, number 1 in slugging, number 1 in on base percentage. Yeah. And they're giving you the DX as they run around the bases on you.
I miss Jordan Beck.
It's just it's weird because you've said it before on this show, is that all of the guys that should be hitting, besides like Harry Ford and a couple others, like our core is really young. Like they're sophomores, and earlier in the year we were like, this team might look so much better a year from now, especially when they don't have
again, like micro focus, macro focus. Micro, like let's see if we can get to the tournament and get hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what you do this year, but a big picture, can he keep the core of the team together? And I know, as I see it online, well, why would you want to keep the core together? These guys suck. Like, tell me you don't follow college baseball without telling me you don't follow college baseball. Like, you see guys take a huge leap from year to year all the time.
Right.
And we've got like the way Clark – yes, I wish Levi was hit the way he's been hitting the last month, the entire season. It didn't happen. But you got to keep him. you got to keep this Grinlinger kid. I would, Grimmer. I would love to keep Abernathy, man. I think he's still got potential. Obviously, Appenzeller, I think Landon Mack's got another year. But all these kids can go in the portal, and they're going to be contact. Hey, sorry, it didn't go well for you this year. Yeah, it sucks about Tony leaving. It's over for Tennessee. Hey, why don't you come on over here? Why don't you come down here to Athens? Why don't you come up here to Kentucky? Why don't you come down here to Baton Rouge and start over with us, a winning program? Yeah, we still got it going on. Like that's what these guys are going to hear. And so Elander now, at that point, you're a recruiter. Can you sell them on staying? Can you sell them on, hey, yeah, it didn't go the way we wanted it to this year, but let's fight together and change that.
Yeah.
Let's come back. Let's develop. I'm going to learn some things. I'm going to progress as a manager. A lot of stuff I didn't know that maybe I would do differently that I'm going to get right next year. And we still got the facilities. We still got the support. We've got all the things we need. Let's not break up the band just yet. I saw a perfect game, had our class. We had the fourth best signing class coming in next year. Probably not going to be depending on freshmen too much, but this freshman class was pretty good. We've got some other young guys coming through the pipes that they got to develop, man. And to your point about Frank, like we got to get this pitching thing fixed. Like some of these guys who are struggling, Craig Krenzel, are Braden.
Yeah.
Better pitchers than what they've showed.
Well, and that's the thing. Like you said, the metrics, if you just look at it at face value, the metrics look really good, but it's all the situational stuff where we have gotten pantsed all the time. It feels like that's the part that's so frustrating.
Well, I mean, for it just seems season after season, we can count on almost all of our bullpen guys year in and year out.
Well, the thing Frank was good at was, hey, throw it over that white thing.
Those strikes.
And we give way too many free 90s. From hit batters to walks and all that stuff.
Joshy Boy on the live chat says fire Elander if they don't make the tournament and hire Schnall, which they should have done in the first place.
I don't think that's going to happen, Joshy Boy, but
nobody wanted Schnall when the job was open. Nobody.
I don't know. I mean, Joshy feels that way, and Roberto too.
Yeah, I've got receipts.
Bear has been stalking around the office for a month now, just waiting to break out the receipts, to get his I told you so, to deny Roberto his I told you so.
Damn, Skippy. My team put it together.
It's like the Capone
I
balls,
can't take it. I can't take all the credit. I had a crack team.
He's got his team of DR Vol.
A team of one. A team of one buffoon just going through old tweets looking for the smoking gun. Absolutely. A buffoon, a stooge, a knucklehead, all of those things. Yes, without hesitation or apology.
You guys pretty sharp. One of our best callers.
Well, I think there is something to be said about Elander having an entire offseason coming up, knowing that he is the head guy and being able to develop these dudes for a whole offseason with whatever program he wants to do.
Well,
because baseball is, I mean, for better or worse, like one of the most slow developing sports in terms of players. Like you're not going to get guys that go straight from high school and be dominant in baseball most of the time.
It's a more developmental
thing. Guys just look at the major leagues. Guys take years just to get to the majors and to develop a little bit.
Look at how good Grinlinger is, and he was barely able to fight his way into the lineup. Look how good Appenzeller looked initially. Now he's hit the freshman wall. It's just been pretty useless, if we're being honest, the past two appearances.
I think there's probably the most innings he's ever pitched in his life.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing about anybody who's thinking Elander gets fired. It's like, if Kim Caldwell didn't get fired after what happened with that program, then he's getting another year for sure.
Well, I do think that Josh should probably take a long look in the mirror and do what the other Josh did. Like if you think you can upgrade your pitching coach or any other position on your staff, then now's the time to do it, because you might not get a third. You're getting a second chance. You might not get a third chance.
Right.
Like if you miss 2 NCAA tournaments. So, I mean, then anything's on the table. So I don't think he'll do that. He strikes me as a big loyalty guy. I don't know that he should do that. Again, I think the pitching on paper has been pretty good, if not, and certainly had its moments where it didn't look so good. But I think this offseason is about talent retention first and foremost, and certainly if you have a chance to add a great player or two, then go for it. But keeping the core, I think, again, I go back to Jay Johnson has been on the record as saying this, a guy with 2 national championships in his trophy case. It's like you don't want to look for power in the portal. You want to develop it on your roster. And we've got a couple guys. We haven't talked about Blaine Brown at all. Yeah. Like he's got, you keep him.
He's sophomore.
And by the way, if he leaves, that's a blow, because you talk about loyalty. So many people saying put him on the bench, give somebody else a try in left field, and Josh has not wavered.
Yeah,
he is chiseled in stone in left field. I would hope that he would repay the loyalty there and come back and develop and be the hitter that I think he can. I mean,
he's shown the power.
Yeah, look at that frame, dude. I mean, he's got big league potential if he can learn how to be more consistent at the plate.
And, I don't know what direction it's going to go, but the way this season has gone, it might be an off season of him just focusing on hitting more than hitting and pitching, because he's pitched once in the past 2 months.
Might be time to let the pitching go.
Yeah, and if he gets a whole off season where he's not worrying about pitching, he could be that guy. He could be even better than we even think.
I mean, we heard so much in the offseason, even before Tony left, about with the new scholarship rules and 34 being the hard cap, you can't have 50 guys on the roster anymore. You're going to see more two-way players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, haven't really seen that. Not just I don't think we've seen much of that. I'm sure there are a couple of guys who are doing it, but not here. There's Taylor Tracy, who's the other guy that was supposedly going to be able to do that for us.
But he's just pitching, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, there just comes a point where, Shohei Ohtani has made it look super easy, but in reality, it is so hard on these kids to focus on both sides of their game and get better, especially at this level.
Tennessee Reed says, y'all are talking about Josh struggling in his first year, but y'all are begging for a guy to come back who is struggling in his first year. Patience. I don't understand.
I think we're talking about Josh, but then we're also talking about a player like Blaine Brown, who has had struggles.
Yeah, I want them both back. I want Brown back desperately, man. I think he's a talent. I think he takes a big jump next year.
Yeah, I agree.
I want Abernathy and his 184 batting average back, man. What Jay Johnson said really struck a chord with me. And look at our best teams. It's been core guys that we recruited. Yeah, there's been a portal guy here or there, but you just look at the championship team: Burke, Semo, Dreiling, Drew Beam,
Hunter,
guys that we recruited and developed here. And the 2022 team was much the same. All right, quick timeout here. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. The playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. Right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Your Knoxville Smokies are back home all this week, and we've got the best promotions, like kicking off the week with Cinco de Mayo. Then all-you-can-eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, and this weekend, get to the ballpark early on Friday and get your free camo replica jersey. Love gum? Well, good. It's Big League Chew Night on Saturday with post-game fireworks, and we're celebrating Mom on Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Woo! What a week. Reserve your seats now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun.
Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm going to hop online and I'm going to get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
Finish your high school diploma for you and your family. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers near you.
Tuesday afternoon edition of the show. Thank you so much for being along for the ride here this afternoon. Poll results settling in. 73% of respondents say they do pee outside regularly. I'm not in the minority. Don't point. And by the way, getting some great comments too, by the way. 615 lineman says, I probably pee outside more than I do inside.
None of us, I don't even think even Bob, who seems a little bit prudish about peeing outside, I might say.
It'll set you free, Bob.
It's a time of day.
Hey,
you're doing it out there in daylight.
Do yourself a favor, Bob. As soon as you get home tonight, don't wait for the sun down. As soon as you get home, 6:15, 6:20, whenever, walk into your backyard, whip that thing out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And do your business. And if anybody gives you any guff about it, you say, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Again, it is. I'll admit it's something I've done. So prudish is not the word. I just think it's what Bear was saying. I've done it under
cover of darkness.
Yeah, exactly. Not.
You got to let your inner exhibitionist fly.
No, that's
free flag fly. Stevie Ray Vols says, I walk right past a restroom to pee off my porch. Wow. Monty says those who voted no can't be trusted. Anthony says I have saved an untold amount of water on our utilities bill. That is true. It's environmentally conscious.
You can't go to the same spot though. You kill your grass.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Tommy says, I bought a big yard for a reason. Nature calls, step behind the shop and water the grass. LOL. My people. Yard peers unite. Rise up. Throw off the shackles of oppression. Let's say you got to take it indoors. All right, fellers, wrapping up. Should be an interesting night at the NBA playoffs. I love this late night baseball. I'll be up late.
Mm-hmm. A lot of baseball on.
I'll tell you one thing I feel good about.
What's that, Bob?
Rivals put out their top point guards from the class of 2026 that are now coming out of high school into college.
We got one of them?
Well, no. 3 of the 5 names are guys we were in on and we didn't get. Darren Rippey Jr., who
Yeah,
went to
remember
Duke,
him.
Miles Sadler to West Virginia, and Junior County, who ended up going to UConn.
His name is
What
Junior
an
County.
awesome name.
That is pretty good.
He's going to be a good player.
And he's going to UConn.
Yep.
The reason that I feel good about it is like, hey, man, we got our guys, man. It's like, it's not like Kentucky or something. We're like, we got a team. Feels good.
And as much as I loved Nate and Kennedy Chandler, relying on freshmen, I don't know, man. I'd rather be in the situation we are now, where we've got shooters and they're experienced, man.
Proven played a lot of college.
They play a lot of basketball. They
Yeah.
played in the NCAA tournament and had success.
I mean, one of them single-handedly beat Carolina. I was telling Bob during the break, I don't know if you heard me. I think it was Message Board Geniuses. I'd have to go back and find it on Twitter. Posted a screenshot. I think it was from Up Rafters, where, as poor Kentucky fans, they said that their best player would not start here currently.
I mean,
when is that?
Who
ever
is their
happened?
best player?
I don't. Bob, who do you think?
It's probably one of these
Marino,
maybe Marino, or one of these transfers that are coming in, like Zoom Diallo or Alex Wilkins. But they just don't have much, and I think that's a conversation for another show. I think Kentucky could be losing the rope. I was saying to Bear, they got to go and get like a high profile coach, or they could lose this whole thing. Kind of like Nebraska football, Indiana basketball.
So awesome.
Their AD stuff.
See their basketball become a museum program.
Yeah,
it'd be incredible.
Did they? I saw where the Orlando Magic fired their coach.
Yes.
And there was a lot of speculation that they might go after Billy Donovan.
Yeah. Yeah, because
we want him off the board, staying in pro ball, right?
He had accepted the job to
Yeah.
go there and
reneged.
He reneged.
Pulled a Bobby Crimmins.
We don't need Eddie Munster back in the conference.
I did a little hate listening yesterday on KSR, and they were their callers were doing the whole, we got to get Donovan. Let's just do it.
They do. They're right. That's
Yeah.
the only. I mean, who else are they going to get?
You gonna get?
Well, that's what I was telling Bob. I feel like they need somebody like a Patino, a Calipari, a Barnes. They need a tier 1 coach up there.
Well, it's going to be tough to hire a coach when you haven't even hired an athletic director yet, and you're thinking about hiring 2 of them. They're thinking about hiring 2 athletic directors.
They better run it past that governor, because he seemed like he was tired of seeing how much money they've wasted.
Hiring
down there.
2 athletics directors.
Yep. The quote from the On3 site says one would focus on the business side, which includes fundraising and managing money, and the other would focus on the athletic side, such as hiring coaches and managing coaches.
You got 2 quarterbacks. You don't have 1.
Exactly.
It's a classic Kentucky solution.
Hire 2 of
I hope
them.
they do it. Yeah, do it.
Hire 2
You know
of
that'll
them.
be a disaster. Those guys will hate each other.
I don't see it happen. I mean, the governor's already called him out for the Barnhart golden parachute. Those guys all make more than the governor.
It's incredible, man.
Hey, when you get to a Final Four, call me. That's all they ever say.
Hey, man, if we can just get that Final Four, they'll have nothing.
We will.
They're right. They're right. This is the way. That's the only.
We will call you. You'll never hear the end of it, you toothless, slack-jawed yokels. Now get back in that coal mine. Daddy needs some electricity for his iPhone. Get back in there. Get back down there, your black lung.
How did they beat us twice this year?
Hope you guys have a lovely evening.
Yeah, this is over, right?
Shout out to the families out there.
Hey, everyone go pee outside today.
Do it. You'll feel better. Trust me.
I'm going to do it when I get home.
Everyone go pee outside.
Attaboy.
Bob, go pee outside.
Well,
we can go outside right now if y'all want. Ain't nobody
Not together. Not together.
I'll write my name in the driveway out there.
This isn't Nam. This is bowling. There are rules.
Yes.
Talk to you tomorrow, 3 to 6, right here on Fan Run Radio.